And we're in.
Okay, welcome back everybody. Session 11, Friday Night Fights on a Friday.
not Tuesday. Yeah.
So, quick recap and introduction. So I'll introduce everybody. We've got Jeff here on my left.
Oops, sorry.
Get in.
Jeff here on my left will be playing Lobo. Pete will be playing as the agent, who we know is now a changeling.
I've got to use them. I've got to plug these things. You know.
Dave will be playing as Kingsman as usual. Alex off camera will be manning the chat stream. So if you've got any questions, please ask. He's the font of all knowledge D&D related, and I'm sure he'll be waving at me whilst we play when I get one of the rules wrong or miss something out. We got Chris as a stand-in this week. Chris will be playing as Malor, standing in for Josh. Josh can't make it. I'm going to jump and go back to Angeli. So we have Lauren playing as Noella, and Sarah returns this week playing as Agatha. So guest player tonight is Angeli.
Hello.
We'll be revealing a little bit later who should be playing. And it all ties into tonight's episode. So recap. Last week, setting off on your mission to stop the sabotage of the Storm's Herald, you headed off to Tavik's Landing and you headed to the docks. And the idea was to stop this spider bomb device being installed on the Storm's Herald and to prevent the destruction of the vessel on its maiden voyage. So you elected to go for some stealth. You snuck into the docks. You discovered one of the bar buildings. It was busy. The rest of the area was completely quiet, which was unusual when a vessel was preparing to launch in less than a day's time. There wasn't much going on in the night shift. Everybody seemed to be in this tavern. So upon investigation, you saw all of the night shift either unconscious or drunk, sprawled across the tables, and two servers almost zombie-like walking around, continuing to serve drink to these unconscious and drunk people. So you did a little bit of investigation, and you discovered that they were under some form of magical gas that caused them to continue to do this to the point of exhaustion. So you managed to remove that. Kingsman managed to get rid of that, and they collapsed from exhaustion. And the only thing that they said before they passed out was the red-skinned ones had told them to continue serving the drink. So you moved on from there, headed over to the Storm's Herald, where you were accosted by some invisible force that managed to try and bump Malor off the bridge, managed to miss and fall into the water, and that was the end of the invisible stalker. So you continued on your way to the vessel. Yeah, that was the first one of the night for me, not the last one, unfortunately. You continued on to the vessel where you were ambushed by a red-winged demon, two red-winged demons, a male and a female, who you managed to dispatch with some well-placed spells and some combat abilities. Then you moved into the vessel itself, investigated the purser's room, where you discovered a letter from the person who installed the safe whilst you were trying to look for the keys and the combinations in order to break into the safe. And you discovered this letter, and you discovered a riddle. You managed to solve the riddle, finding the combination for the safe, but at the same time you also found a strange symbol, a circle, that looked like a wheel made with spokes made of blades. It also spoke of the usual place, a hidden note on the letter that pointed you to the usual place. So you found the locked room in the office that you broke into, and you found a puzzle box. And after several attempts, you managed to open the puzzle box and found some diamonds and another note that Pete's going to read out for me now.
Is he?
Yep.
This one?
Yep.
Contact disguise Damian Ewernan, House Joresco, chest before dawn, day 2. Attack at noon, day 2.
So, and you also found 18,000 in diamonds in the puzzle box. So it led you to believe that the purser, Master Jakob, was in on whatever was going on regarding the sabotage, and decided to investigate that maybe later. So you moved on to the safe. You used the combination you managed to solve from the riddle, and entered the safe, where you did discover the chest and the spider bomb device. Whilst you were trying to retrieve it from the chest without setting off the alarms, you were attacked by two shadowy figures, two shadow dancers, again which you dispatched using some well-placed spells. Noella did fall a couple of times during that battle, but you managed to win through in the end. And in most unusual circumstances for this particular group, managed to get away unseen, virtually unscathed generally, and you managed to get away with it in the end. You took the spider bomb away with you that was unarmed, so you're now in possession of that. And you head back to House Madani's compound, and that's where we'll start tonight's game after a couple of announcements. So, Dave, you've got some announcements to make?
I do. We have another Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms D&D official free-to-play Dungeons & Dragons based strategy game for PC. We have another code to give away, and I'll pass this over to Alex to type in a bit. But basically, with this code, you get an exclusive golden epic card, 5 gear-filled gold chests, and 1 million in gold pieces. So we'll pass. Or you put on camera. This did work the other day. It didn't work today, but there you go. Let's do that. Other announcements are we are using Sirenscape. So you may hear some strange noises. If I can get this to work, we'll have a look. Strange noises like or maybe even but otherwise all these fun things you can get from Sirenscape.com, because epic games need epic sound, and if the microphone picked that up, that'd be fantastic. And that should be the announcements done. There we go.
Well done, Dave. Angeli?
Hi, I'm Angeli, Geek Girl Bookworm. You can find me on Twitter and most social medias as Geek Girl Bookworm. I'm a miniature painter and commissioner. You can find my work mainly on Twitter and Instagram if you want to see my profiles. But I have an Etsy store. Again, it's Geek Girl Bookworm, all one word. And I have a Patreon as well. So if you're interested in learning how to paint miniatures, you want to have tutorials and guides and support and love and a great community of people who just want to help you make beautiful things, come join my Patreon. Also, Geek Girl Bookworm.
There's a theme.
Yeah, so I've built some sort of brand, you might say, around that name. I make, there's physical rewards available for you, so there are tiers where I will paint you miniatures every month, and there's also tiers where I will just help you with writing tutorials and do walkthroughs. I do walkthroughs for WizKids, Reaper, and also now Steamforged Games have asked me to write some for the official Critical Role miniatures. So if you're interested in learning how to paint the official Critical Role miniatures, I will be writing step-by-step tutorials, especially for you and Steamforged Games.
Huzzah!
Yes!
See, if we haven't got our beers.
No.
If we had our beers, we could do that.
Next time.
So in fact, we'll be seeing one of your miniatures during the game.
You will?
Because you are completely grey-shaming all my ones.
Oh, I've just realised that he's
and
flappers for me.
and how long did that take you to paint? Because I think I WhatsApped you about 10 o'clock this morning to say, can you bring a mini? And by midday, you'd be finished.
about 2 hours to
So
finish it all up.
The one that I did manage to paint took me like 5 hours, so
He's only little though. So.
that would have taken me even longer.
I do paint every day, so.
No, it looked awesome on the picture you showed me.
Thanks.
Also, if you're watching live on Twitch now with us, you'll also find it in the live chat window. We'll get Alex to put in some links for the game code, for Geek Girl Bookworm, and for our own YouTube channel as well. Show some love, show some support.
Golly gosh, Alex, you're so on the ball, you've already done it.
He's done it.
Whoa! Crazy.
And we have loads of things planned in the coming months, so stay tuned.
Okay, so you find your way back to the House Madani compound, quite pleased with yourself that things went so well, so unusually well. So we'll see what tonight holds and whether the universe is going to right itself and everything will go back to chaos as usual.
Karma is sitting there waiting.
But the dice are still,
So you head back and you can take a long rest. We didn't do that in the last week, so you can take that. Does anybody want to achieve anything, or we can fast forward straight to the afternoon after you're all rested up? And
can I noticed that, I don't know if Maylor noticed that she's got a ring of spell story.
you have a ring of spell story.
I do?
Yes.
It's yours.
Oh, it's
I didn't know, I forgot.
Oh, okay. Right. Well, I can give it to someone else, right?
No.
No.
Oh, it's a tune to you.
Okay, so Josh has
Okay.
never tried to do this. If you want to try to do it, I'll explain what happens.
Oh,
You've got him in trouble.
Well, this ring already holds one spell. Okay. So, do I need the material components to cast Revivify, for example?
So you can't actually cast Revivify because
No.
Maylor's wizard, and
Yeah.
that's a divine spell.
Yes.
So it's a little unusual that spell would be in a ring of spell story. And there is a story behind that, and if you try to take the ring off, you find that you can't. And we'll leave that there until maybe something happens a little later on.
Okay.
Or another session.
Uh,
I've been waiting for
Josh.
Oh, what?
something to happen since he got that ring, which was like the last time you played.
Oh,
So that
really?
ring
Okay.
came from session 3 from
Session
House of
3.
Carmichael,
Okay.
and he's had it on since then and has never tried to take it off.
Okay.
So thank you for giving me the opportunity to explain that and scare the
Okay,
crap out of
well,
him.
I'll just get him
if
to
he's
watch
watching.
the first bit of the session. And leave it at that. I
So
think.
you can use that. He has been casting the additional spells in. So Revivify takes 3 of the 5 levels.
Yes.
So you can use the other 2.
So I can use the other 2.
Yeah.
So can I just put in maybe 2 shields?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So just before I go to bed, so that
Yep.
yeah. Okay.
Okay, so if no one wishes to do anything, we'll jump forwards. Jeff, or Lobo, sorry. You have a sort of disturbed morning, late afternoon's sleep. It's unusual for you to be sober. This is the first time you actually remember being as sober as this. The restoration spell that was cast on you last week after
That was your fault.
Kingsman ejected the poison from your system
I was trying to save your life,
has
boy.
completely sobered you up to a point where you are focused and you have this clarity and you have this niggling sensation in the back of your head that you're trying to reach towards. And as you drift into sleep and your unconscious mind takes over, you start to have a dream that feels a little bit more like a memory in a dream. You're standing on the deck of an airship, a flying vessel, one that you recognise. You remember the name, the Iron Lady. It's your vessel, the vessel that you crewed on. You've never recalled this before. It's always been behind this blur of either drunkenness or maybe something else, maybe some damage that you took that you covered up and masked by spending most of your time drunk. You recall that the captain, a large orc by the name of Captain Bloodtusk, he was a mean son of a bitch and you hated his guts, but he was a fair captain. He raided well, there was always loot around. On this particular day, you recall, it was a fairly clear day, some clouds in the sky, and you were chasing a large man of war, larger than you understand that the crew normally went after. You haven't been crewing with them for that long, maybe 5 or 6 months at this point. And the captain had ordered the navigator, a kobold by the name of Navi, who you'd been getting along with. You had this sort of not close relationship, but in terms of being on board a pirate ship, this is the person you'd be closest to calling your friend.
We shared ale.
You shared ale.
That's good enough.
You shared stories. Yeah. So on this particular day, the captain ordered Navi to start circling this man of war, and he ordered the rest of the crew, mainly kobolds and a few goblins, to draw their bows and start raining down on the opposition crew and the opposition soldiers in order to soften them up for the eventual boarding. Normally, what would happen is you'd go after trading cogs and less armed vessels, and you'd go straight in, which was much more to your liking. This idea of circling a defensive ship and weakening them didn't really jibe with you, so you decided not to join in, not to shoot your boat. As you're standing there watching what's going on, the captain starts moving towards you. 2! He shouts. 2! And you recall that the captain, being of an indifferent nature, never used to bother with anybody's names. First mate was called 1. You, the second mate, were called 2. Most of the crew were given nicknames that fitted their physical attributes. Peggy, Shorty.
I don't like being number 2.
The navigator was called Navi, to the point where nearly everybody had some sort of moniker that wasn't their true name, and most people used to just go by the nicknames.
I remember Dunny. He used to clean out the toilets.
2! Get your bow and start shooting. And this really irked you, to the point that you had to reply. You made sure everybody was looking over in your direction, and you replied back, Captain, I don't want to shoot. I'm not going to soften them up. I want them to be at full strength. I want to know who's killing them. And at that point, you took up your chain. The boat was about 15 feet away. You stepped up to the rail and leapt heroically
Yeah, sounds like
between the two vessels, leading the charge at the defenders to their great dismay. And then the memory sort of fades out, and you fast forward. You fast forward to a point where you're in Tavik's Landing. You only know this now because you spent quite a bit of time here recently. You recall that you've only just arrived in Sharn. You don't know what business. It's unusual for you to come to a city as a pirate vessel. You're normally reading around the Dagger River and Orkbone and the borders between Breland and Droam. And you suddenly remember that Droam is where you're from. That's your home nation. So you don't really understand why you're in Sharn, but what you do understand is the booty is going to be split, and for some reason the first mate, who the captain always refers to as 1, and whenever the captain shouts 1, this stupid goblin in his squeaky tiny voice always shouts, "It's me!" and the crew had given him the nickname Smee, and that had stuck. He was a nasty bastard. Weak. He didn't deserve his position. He used to. He was only there because of the use of magic. He was a manipulative little weasel as far as you was concerned. He was taking more of his share than usual, which you found, unjustly. And you were arguing with him loudly in front of the crew over this, that the crew should take their share and he should take theirs. The captain didn't like this. He didn't like the first mate and the second mate and the captain arguing in front of the crew. So he stepped between you and decided, let's take this ashore. Let's go and find a drink, which you thought was a good idea because there hadn't been much grog around during sailing days. The captain, as cruel as he was, he ran a tight ship, and the crew wasn't allowed to drink when you were out partying. So you went ashore. You were heading towards a tavern. And the captain seemed to know where he was going. He was taking you to some place called the Lament, which was supposedly a good drinking place. It was run by an orc and had a fighting arena and good gambling. So you're heading off through the lower quarter towards this tavern, and Captain and First Mate decide to take a shortcut down this alleyway, and you just follow. You're still angry, you're thinking what to say, when all of a sudden you go take a step forward and you can't move. You're completely paralysed. You topple over face first into the alleyway, into the rubbish and piss that's in the street. What proceeded then is just flashbacks of fists in your face and guttural laughter and just anger, mostly from the captain who's beating you and the first mate who's beating you, but also from you. You feel something break inside you. You feel this rage build up from within, and you realise that this sort of rage you know you could use, but you're unable because you are completely paralysed. The beating goes on for what feels like an age, but it's probably less than a minute. you eventually pass out. The next thing you remember is coming to, and there's flashes as you stumble forwards. You eventually find a tavern, and you drink yourself into oblivion. And then the next thing you remember is the day you stepped out of the tavern into Tavik's Landing. On day one, as you met the agent, and the rest is history. But you've never remembered this before, and this rage that you felt at that point in the alleyway is still with you, and you realise that it's at that point that the abilities you now have, this rage that you can bring in that gives you this additional strength, only came because you went through this experience.
Kind of like positive PSD.
Yeah. So, you wake up, take it nobody else wants to do anything, long rest wise, take it, you push the buttons and you're
Does Maydor have an owl or something of the like?
I can't remember.
Okay.
If he
familiar?
does,
I don't think he has a
No,
familiar.
I don't think he does.
Well, he has it, but
Oh,
Oh, does he?
He doesn't anymore. I think that's been in that pocket.
He stored it in the bag of holding and it died.
he never uses it.
can I use it?
Maybe it's stuff.
What is it?
You can
It's
use
just
it.
a fine familiar.
No, is it an owl? Is it?
Well, no, I can make it pretty much whatever I
Oh,
like.
if you want to cast Find Familiar as a ritual spell, that's fine.
Yeah, I'm,
He's
I'm,
never
I'm,
done that before.
I'm going to make a weasel or something. I don't know.
Okay.
Right. Yeah, ferret.
Yeah, ferret.
It's around my neck.
Yeah, okay.
Like, yeah.
You wear it as is it stole?
Yeah.
Should we get you a fur coat to go with that?
Okay, so you're in House Madani complex. You are breaking your fast. You're together. I don't know if you want to.
Yeah, I wake up and I go, oh, bloody hell! Oh, God! What did you cast on me back there? Oh, did you put some funny memories in my head?
Aye, laddie. It's back on. There we go.
Oh, I need a drink.
You can find some ale.
I'm not drinking from the skin that I've got because that's got the...
Yeah, it's got
Yeah, you don't want
the
to
poison.
Oh, yes, there's mail in House of Darning, so I need some breakfast.
Yeah, there is a breakfast ale. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll go and find the breakfast.
Okay. When you go to take some ale, the taste of it sours in your mouth immediately, and you spit it out.
Oh no.
Almost to the point where you think if you swallow it, you'd be sick.
What? Oh, it's your fault.
Save a man.
I saved your life, laddie.
Yeah, Alcoholics Anonymous.
Yeah.
What did you do?
I get their food as well.
He was.
Yeah, I
poisoned,
need some
he was
food.
dying,
Yeah.
and I cleaned him out.
Like forever.
Yeah, permanently.
I didn't know I was going to do that to
Was
him.
it a detox? You know, not go up.
To the extreme.
It was lesser restoration.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know allergic to alcohol?
Yeah.
Okay, so on the cards in terms of the group's to-do list is saving Merrix D'Cannith. So do you remember from not last session but the one previously, we had the two choices and we went after the Storm's Herald to stop the sabotage device being installed.
Yep.
And then you saw Merrix D'Cannith being handed off to Damian Irwine, and that was confirmed by Taria during the interrogation. You know from the previous timeline that Damian will be at the Ravens of Lament, because this is the night that you're supposed to go to the Ravens of Lament, find Damian, assume his identity in order to then board the Storm's Herald for its maiden voyage.
Have you explained that we did a little bit of time travelling?
In the recap from 2 sessions ago, yes. So yes, for the new players, the first 5 or 6 sessions were linearly. So they started off in Sharn. They went through this interview process in order to find a job, and they did that through the agent. The agent is character that Pete's playing, and they were then interviewed by a benefactor, and the benefactor wanted them to perform a heist. And that heist was going to be to retrieve a cure-all device from the House Durasco representative, who would be on the Storm's Herald when it sailed. So the Storm's Herald is this massive airship that was capable of traversing the nation of Seer. The nation of Seer was wiped out in the Five Nations War, so it's now called the Morning. And travel at the moment by electric rail has to travel all the way around the top of the nation, so it means trading wise it's a 2-week journey. This airship was capable of going straight across the nation, which would cut down the travel time, cut down the trade time. It was a very important thing for House Lorando, who was sponsoring that ship. So much so that all the 12 dragon-marked houses that exist in the Five Nations had representatives on board that vessel. So these guys snuck on board, and by assuming the identity of Damian Earwine, and they proceeded to then try and find this device, which went horribly wrong. And
Couldn't have gone worse.
And they got caught. They set off the sabotage device, in which thousands of these tiny little acid robotic spiders appeared. And then while they were in custody, the vessel was attacked by these mysterious robotic or warforged humanoids. So the vessel crashed, and they were stranded in Seer in the morning. They discovered a mine. They discovered a very strange individual called the Maker, who made Kingsman a brand new leg because he lost his leg during a crash. They discovered a mine and a temple, and in that temple was some blue crystal and a portal. So they went through the portal, discovered a bard who'd been trapped there for the last 5 years, and then there was a portal to an underwater realm. So they fought this water elemental, closed that portal, and then the blue kyber crystal was going mad. The room was being destroyed, and they found a small fissure in the crystal. So they tried to push their way through it, and what they actually did is sent them back into the past. So they went back to their very first day. The very first day they arrived in Shan, and went through the combat phase of the interview process again. So they've used their knowledge that they learned in that first period about the sabotage device, then decide which way to go, whether they would go and rescue the guy who was their benefactor, or whether they would try and stop the sabotage device, all the while trying to work out who's really behind this plot. So that's sort of last 10 sessions in a 5-minute explanation.
I remember all this.
It's more than I do.
Yeah. Well, I'm the high.
I was drunk most of the
What's
time.
your intelligence?
8. I'm like the most intelligent person in the group.
Of course.
You might have some
Not
more points now,
like-
sober.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. Can I get some bonus intelligence?
Tell you what, yeah, you can have one extra. You can have one bonus.
Can I
So
have one
feeling
extra?
jealous.
Take me up to 0.
Break even with intelligence.
So that's the immediate task in hand. Heading off to the Ravens Lament and trying to find Damian Earwine again, and trying to extract the location of Merrix D'Cannith. The Ravens Lament houses nightly fights, and that normally starts around 7 or 8 in the evening. So you've got a few hours to kill if you want to go get some potions, do anything shop wise.
Is that going to be our best option for getting into the place?
We can have a quick team talk over breakfast as well.
Getting into the Ravens Lament.
Yeah.
You didn't have any problem getting in there previously.
But I mean, can we go? Because I want to go now.
It's not open yet, is it?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Would it not be open to it?
No,
Okay. What time's it open?
about 7 in the evening.
I've got to try and find an alcoholic drink that doesn't make me want to puke.
So how many do you do? Do you only drink beer? Or you
Huh?
Like,
you only
literally,
drink beer with, or
He
you-
emptied his water out of his water bag and filled it up with a poisoned wine with the intention of drinking it in small bits.
So he doesn't get
So
build
he's
up
got
with
a resilience to it.
And he doesn't like wine.
Oh, you don't even like wine?
Well, I didn't know it was wine because I ran in there thinking, because it was just in normal tankards, wasn't
Yeah.
it?
It was.
So I just ran in there and said, well, I just downed the lot,
Poured
like
the
sort of
whole
thing,
lot.
without even looking at it.
Down himself.
And then I failed my saving throw and fell unconscious.
Can you do anything with that? Can you make it unpoisoned, or is it?
No, I want to
Oh,
keep
you
it
wanna
because
keep
it might come in handy.
Oh right, I
Yeah.
see.
We could use it against someone.
Oh, like
Especially if we get
a dinner
invited
party
into a
where
back room again,
Yeah. Well, it's just like a dinner party where you like pour 2 glasses out and
Yeah.
you got resistance.
and then go like that.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
Which one's the poison? Yeah, so we're going to have some breakfast and stuff, aren't we, and talk about what we're going to do.
Yep.
Does anybody need to go to a shop to get anything?
No, I'm alright.
I got any gold.
Plenty of
so-
potions.
I don't suppose there's a magic chain and hook shop here, is there?
You can try and get something commissioned.
Yeah, but it will take longer than a day to make. But
Oh yeah, you won't have it straight away.
no, yeah, I'll go off and try and find someone that will make me a magic version of what I've already got. Or,
You know all the shops are in
chain.
Tavix Landing.
yeah, that I was thinking. Yeah, and I could use that as a. But that's only 10 foot long.
Get a bit on one end.
But I could use to like trade
Yes.
sort of thing.
Yes.
I'll give you this if you make mine type thing.
So
But I'll wait until everybody said what they're going to do before I go off. Because
If I've got a spare moment, well, I don't know how we're doing this, but if there's a spare few hours, then I could try and write a spell scroll or something I already know, or
you
Yeah.
can do. Yeah. I mean, Chan has a lot of magic shops, so there are places where you can go and buy scrolls
no
relatively
gold,
cheaply.
but
well, no, he has
He's
got
got
some.
money.
you got past
Yeah,
gold.
I think Dave was just
Okay.
keeping note of it.
Um,
We're actually pretty rich, to be honest.
Yeah, we hardly ever spend our money, really.
Okay.
We had a shopping session before, so we did sets, spent a few, but
Yeah.
we've got 18,000 gold
Oh
pieces
my
worth
word.
of diamonds,
Okay.
2,000 gold pieces, an unarmed spider bomb.
Yeah.
Which is probably
Okay.
worth quite a bit.
So
Got some
you
wiggle
got a
room.
bag of holding or something, or you just
We're just keeping it as a bank.
Okay.
Yeah, we've got a bag of holding.
okay.
Yeah, we have. Yeah.
I
Right.
say how you.
It's got it's got Maylor's Dead Familiar in it.
That goes back to the Fae, I think. So don't. Anyway, so
wasn't a
I
familiar,
guess
it was
what
just an
spells would Josh want? Would you know?
No.
No. Can I get him fireball?
Yeah, get him fireball.
Go,
That'd be good.
just, you
Do
go
what you
with
think's
he needs.
best.
Fill
Do
in
what
some
you
blanks.
think.
Can I just get him fireball? if there's a shop around, I'd love to see if there's any like spell scrolls.
Yeah, so there is a consumables shop,
Okay.
and asking around at the House Madani complex, they direct you towards Tavix Lane to a place called Ahab's Alchemicals.
Cool.
Honest Abes.
Is anyone with me on this? Or is
Yes,
it-
Yeah.
you can all be together.
Ah, yeah, they might as well stick together.
So it's Ahab's Alchemicals, and he sells potions, scrolls,
And wooden teeth. For all you historical buffs out there.
scrimshaw teeth.
Okay.
Welcome, sir. He's a very aged gnome,
Okay.
tiny little man.
So I'm an elf, so I'm quite tall, I guess.
Yes,
Yeah. Is he on a stool or something?
you're a half elf. No, he's
a half elf. Yeah.
He's on the floor, so you are looking down.
Okay.
Welcome, sir. Welcome. What can I interest you in today?
Right. I was looking for some spell scrolls.
Yeah,
Have you
spell
got
scrolls. We've got them. Yeah.
any? Have you? I'm of the evocation variety of wizards. Have you got any of those spells?
Well, what we've got is a full plethora of first level sorcerer spells, because I'm a sorcerer, so I of course make the scrolls myself. Of course, make my own potions as well. So, if you're looking for any potions of healing, or I've got some. Got a fine scroll here. Actually, I didn't make this one. This is quite rare, sir. Allows you to speak with the dead, sir. Speak with the dead.
Oh.
Of course, we've got the standard first level of power, of course, sorcerer spells, as I said. Potion of invisibility.
Okay.
Yeah, potion of growth. Might take that one yourself, eh? And of course,
What is that in large?
Say
or-
that.
Yeah.
Okay.
actually, somebody did trade this with me. This is a very, very rare item indeed. Very rare, but I can see you're a connoisseur of the fine magical items.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
This is an arrow that will allow you to slay the undead.
I see.
Very rare, this very rare.
Are we looking to find any undead anytime soon?
Maybe.
We didn't go.
No, we didn't encounter any before, but it doesn't mean we won't again.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah.
I mean, if you guys think, I mean, it's party gold, so I mean, if you guys think it's worth, I mean, that
I think definitely get the arrow.
these slaying arrows are quite effective.
Well, there's only one, sir. They're that rare. They're very rare.
Of course, yeah.
Very rare.
but they are quite effective against undead.
Of course, yeah, I will.
You use a
You
bow,
only
don't
need to
you?
hit
I
it,
do
of
use
course,
a bow.
slays it, as in the names.
Yeah.
Definitely get one of those.
How about yeah?
Or you can
I
ask
guess-
him if he's got a scroll that you want.
Yeah, I mean, Speak with Dead is pretty good. I mean, have you got Fireball or anything like that?
Well,
Or anything
I
blasting?
think there's a bit of a theme of dead.
Yeah,
We might need it.
we might need it.
How much
Yeah.
is it anyway?
I think it's limited.
So we
stuff
we
need for today's
definitely
episode.
want Speak with Dead.
How much for the pointy stick?
Or if you've got that spell somewhere,
somewhere.
Yeah.
600 gold.
you can
Oh,
prepare.
it's
You can
600
prep that. can't you?
You've only got one.
Could, if we knew about it before we went to sleep.
Yeah,
I'll be
how
good
much for
next
everything
time.
you got?
Okay. Well, again, I need to practice and copy it into my spellbook if we buy it now. Like, that wouldn't be.
Yeah.
How much for the scroll?
Well, it depends which one you buy. So,
Speak
Um,
one dead or whatever it was.
I don't have any fireballs at the moment, but I can certainly make one for you.
Oh, you know it, do you? Is it
Yes,
something?
yes, it's in my lexicon.
Oh, that'd be great. How long will that take?
2 days.
2 days. Okay. Do you think Josh would like that?
Definitely.
Definitely. Okay. Yeah, please, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, payment up front.
Okay. Oh, can I do an insight check on it?
Yeah.
14.
He's telling you the truth.
Okay. So, yeah, how much?
This is a shop, by the way, not a cart or anything.
Yeah. I thought that might be the case.
Car behind a tavern.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe in the
So, how much would that
alleyway.
be?
It'd be 300 gold.
Excellent. That's it.
Yeah.
Knowing that's quite a cheap price. So.
We probably won't get it back. So.
Noella should buy the arrow.
I'll buy the arrow.
Okay, that'll be 600 gold.
May I have 600 gold, please?
Yep.
Thank you.
Any interest in the rest of the potions?
Yeah.
I've got a full range of healing potions.
How are we doing for healing potion stock?
I've
I've
got-
been carrying any.
These.
Should we get some more?
Can do, might as well stock up while we can.
What sort of healing juice you got?
Well, I've got 4 potions of your standard healing. I've got 3 potions of greater healing. 1 potion of superior healing, and then I've got the supreme healing. One of those.
And what's the going rate for those things?
It'll cost you 50 gold for the potions of healing, the normal ones a piece. Potion of great healing will be 200 gold. Potion of superior healing will be 450 gold, and then the supreme healing, rarest of the rare, will be 1,350 gold pieces.
What was the second best ones?
We get a couple of the big ones for
superiors.
change.
How much were they?
Superiors, you only got one, it's 450.
50. Yeah, should we buy some?
Yeah. Buy some of the.
Don't forget we can trade gems for them as well. If he'll accept payment in gems.
We're not allowed to put
You
them
can't
on.
dine them, don't you?
That's fine.
Okay, so what are you going for?
So a couple of the big ones
Yeah.
and a 450.
So you want the right? Has it got one supreme?
Yeah.
That's $1,000 though. That's over $1,000.
That's alright.
Dice.
There's a lot of dice.
Right, so that's 1,350, and then you wanted the superior as well, yeah?
Yep.
Ooh.
Which is 450.
Well,
I can hold on to that if you want.
well, stick me in some of the other people have.
Yeah,
Otherwise you'll carry them all.
I'll give you that one.
Yep, and
You
if
give
you
me
like
one of the
2.
lesser typey ones, or 2 of the lesser
Yeah,
typey ones.
there you go.
And then mine.
Who's most likely to go down?
Probably me.
Yeah, that's why I go with the big
Based
one.
on last
No,
episode.
you need it on someone else, so she.
Oh, yeah, I guess,
probably.
yeah.
No,
Well, she
no,
might-
I
yeah,
fell
but-
a few times.
If she's low, she might be able to take it before she gets knocked down.
Okay.
So.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 1,800 gold.
Yeah.
Any of the others?
There you go.
The 200 golds? There's two of them.
Oh yeah, how much are they?
That's what I've got. So they're 200 and that's 50.
No,
Yeah, get
we'll
the
take
lot.
lot. We'll take all your stuff.
Yeah, we'll take the lot.
Do us a deal, we'll take all of them.
Okay.
Yeah, go on. Yeah, give one.
You're right for healing, aren't you? Because you
Should
can
be.
heal yourself.
Be quite high thingy.
Okay.
I'll tell you what we do.
He wants them.
No, you.
You give me
Okay.
3 of them gems,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll give you all them healing potions, the fireball scroll, the scroll of speak with dead, the arrow of slaying,
Mm.
And a pocket watch.
And a Mars bar?
yeah, because I'm doing.
Did you
The
cast
stream
freedom?
hasn't frozen people.
Give me one more gem, and you can have the potion of invisibility on top of all that stuff.
Okay.
Oh.
How many doses are in the invisibility
One.
potion? Is it one?
Oh.
So 4 gems, yeah?
4 gems.
Cool.
Who's stealthy out of all that? You're stealthy.
I
You're the
am
stealthy
as
one.
well.
Not.
I'm pretty
A little bit.
stealthy.
No, plus
I
two.
don't think I am.
I got plus
Most
6 to stealth. So
Excellent.
I'm pretty stealthy.
But
But I usually run in and screaming.
What does that mean?
Oh, serious glasses have come out.
So you have whatever potions I've given you, because I've lost count, and I'm now out of dice. So
Yeah.
So no buying anymore.
you can't buy anymore. Yeah. Scroll of fireball, you'll be picking up in 2 days.
Yeah.
Scroll of speak with dead, potion of invisibility, and an arrow of slaying.
Oh, right.
Right, so if Noella takes the arrow of slaying,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
if you want a potion of invisibility,
Take it.
okay. And you've got magic items.
You've got the scroll of speak with
Scroll.
dead,
Scroll will speak with
and
dead.
then in 2 days' time you'll pick up the fireball scroll.
Okay, yeah. So if we've got time before tonight, I'll just copy out the scroll will speak with dead. I think it takes
It's,
time.
you can't, it's not your spell.
Oh yeah.
It's a divine spell.
So I'll take it.
Okay, go on.
Don't worry, you get the fireball one in 2 days.
Actually, I might be wrong there. Just
think
check
it
that.
might be
Yeah, so it's
a spell,
necromancer
yeah.
spell, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just check how long it takes to describe it. I don't think you've got enough time.
Yeah, probably not. It's quite large. I'll do half of it, as much as I can today or something.
Do it in session.
He's quite studious, so I'm
It's
told.
School of Necromancy.
Yeah, speak with dead is third
Bard
level.
cleric.
Yeah, no wizard. So
So, Dave,
Yep.
you can have the scroll to speak with dead.
Yep. Okay, thank you.
Okay, so you head out of Ahab's. He bids you farewell and closes and locks the door behind you.
Because he can shut up for the
He can
day
shut
now.
up
He's
for the
just,
day,
yeah.
how many logs are there?
Going on holiday.
All of them. And you wander about Tavik's Land, enjoying the sort of the tea time crowd. You find some meat on sticks to eat. You try a number of various different ale vendors, all with the same result. And you're, killing time and kicking your feet like you haven't done so far. So it takes you a bit unawares when all of a sudden you hear a shout from behind you. Hey, you guys! What are you doing? Come over here a minute.
You're talking to me?
It's Rocky.
Aside from his Rocky, Irish
I'm
Rocky.
glad that's who it's supposed to be. Hey, Tony, come over here.
Tony,
Look, it's Hydra Rangers you've been talking about.
Power Rangers. I'll look round it and see if I can see who it is.
So you can see a guard. He's quite a heavy set fellow, maybe muscular at one time, but it's slowly turning to middle-aged paunch.
Too many donuts.
It looks like they've been keeping one of the handrails nice and warm. They're bearing the Death's Head Guild logo on their armour. So you know the Death's Head Guild. That's where you took part in your interview process.
Don't we have membership cards for that?
Not yet, no, because you haven't been back.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So he wanders over as he's looking over and showing another guard also thickly set, and if you squint your eyes a little bit, other than one of them having a moustache and the other one being clean shaven, you'd swear they were brothers. Hey, how you doing?
Fine.
Hey, Tony over there, he's been telling me all about your whatever I do, I'm going to end up in Liverpool, okay?
Tony, two shoes.
Hey, he's been telling me about this Hydra that you all faced off against. We've been waiting for you to come back to the guild, man.
Okay.
Hey, Tony!
Oh, we haven't even been back yet, have we?
Tony, yeah, I'd like to shake your hand. He shakes all your hands. My name's Anthony, and that bum over there, he's me brother-in-law. Yeah, that you believe my sister married that bum?
Anthony and Tony.
Yeah.
The two Tonys.
Two Tony, two shoes.
Brilliant.
So,
yeah.
yeah.
Shake hands, yeah.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to meet you. You know, all the guys that saw that fight, they're pretty impressed. They've been calling you the Hydra Rangers, but Tony over there says that's too long. He's nicknamed you the Hydrangers. How'd you like that, eh?
Yeah.
The ferret is going mental right now.
Hey, Tony, you bum, get over here! They say, there's somebody looking for you at the guild. We've been waiting for you to come back. My cousin Maurice, he's the smart one, you know. He's got a message for you. So anytime you want to pop in tomorrow morning when Maurice is there, you just say that Anthony sent him. Don't tell him that Tony sent you, because he'll give you some shit, because that Tony's a thick fuck, you know.
Should we not go back now then?
No, because Maurice is off.
Oh.
You know, we work the office hours. You know, this is a cushy little deal here in this market. That spot over there in the sun, well, yeah. And not much goes on in this market, let me tell you.
Yeah.
I'll to process that one.
Yeah.
So we're to go and find Tony at the guild and say that Tony and Tony sent us.
No, Anthony.
Anthony.
I know. I'm just thinking of him.
So you're not the smart one either.
Maurice,
that's right, Maurice, my cousin. No, don't you give him no shit, you know, because he's the good one in the family.
is his middle name Tony by any chance?
You look like the smart one. You listen to me, right? So tell Maurice that Anthony sent you, and that you're here to pick up the message, okay?
I write this down.
Yes, you write it down there, Sonny.
Yeah. Back of envelope, like.
It's right on the back of the scroll. It's just
dead.
It's like the most high quality spelled paper that you gotta like.
Okay, I'm going off shift now. That's good luck to you. You'll go, yeah. Hydrangers!
Please don't.
And he wanders off, still yelling at his brother-in-law Tony, who hasn't moved from the handrail that they appear to be warming up. So,
He's the talkative one in the family then.
it's getting towards dusk now, and you think it might be time to head off to the Ravens Lament. You can go and pick up the coach from Garney Complex and head down to the Ravens Lament. So if anybody wants to do anything, shout up now. Otherwise, we'll jump forwards.
No, it seems fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Good.
Okay, so you head down into the Lower Jura Quarter. So Lower Jura Quarter of Sharn is one of the worst areas in terms of it's
Sorry.
it's the poor quarter. I'm sure you're
It's
going in the
weird,
wrong door. No, you're
No, that is the door, yeah.
That means.
Do you remember last time we discussed it looks like a window, but
Yeah.
it's
Is this a busy tavern?
you'd expect the door to be over there. But
It's a busy tavern in a minute.
It's worth pushing
I
these
do.
ones over. Yeah.
It's either a quiet tavern or a busy tavern.
Can you dress the table for me? And just put something
Oh,
tables on.
I wanted
So we've got
those. So I've got very say short arms, but I have a stick.
If you can hear this, if it's picking it up, and you can find our busy tavern sound effect on Sirenscape. That's cool. Come on. Epic game. Epic sound.
They just round it.
Put that one on behind the bar for me.
Behind the bar.
Yep.
Bar's here.
Lovely jubbly, thank you.
Wraith.
Oh, of course.
Which one was Wraith?
He's the half orc. He's Alex.
Okay, so you, as I said, you head off to Lower Jura Quarter, which is the poor area of Shan. It's split between run by the criminal syndicate Darsk and the criminal syndicate run by the Halflings. Completely brain blank. And you know this tavern is run by that crime syndicate after your previous experiences with one of the enforcers and your previous experience with both the orc that owns this place, who's called Rafe, and his business partner, the halfling who runs the gambling den in the cellar, called Phoenix.
Hello.
Who for this evening's entertainment will be half Irish, half Lithuanian. So you enter, and when you turned up last time, it was much later in the evening, and most of the bouts had already been completed. The champion had already fought, and there was the one final bout between the female fighter and the armour-bedecked male that she beat the living crap out of in this, before you then stepped up and took on the champion in your own bout. So this is almost as if this is now earlier on in the evening, so the bouts haven't yet been completed. You know, there's still a real buzz in the place, a real packed environment and atmosphere that's going on. So you can see Rafe, who you've obviously met before, but
He's
he
not
won't
met us.
met you, tending the bar.
Steve, I run up to the bar as fast as I can, and I say, "Give me one of every single drink you've got."
Well, you must have been crewing for quite some time with that sort of thirst on you. Let me get you set up. Name's Rafe. I'm the owner. Pleased to meet you. And he hands it reaches over the bar with a meaty hand to give you a good
Shake
shake.
his head and say, "Lobo's the name.
It's not his hand.
Apparently drinking's not the game anymore."
Well, I can knock up quite a brew. Let me see what I can do for you. And he turns around and starts lining up various ales and concoctions and some strong clear liquid that sort of fogs out of the glass and billows over
Imagine
the
if
bar.
the only thing you can drink are really fancy cocktails.
Do you know what?
Little
As long as I
martini.
can put it in a tank,
Mojito.
it'll be fine.
Umbrella drinks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it has to have the umbrella.
I ask him if he's got an apple teeny.
An apple teeny. Yeah, I do actually. Let me see if I can.
One of every drink.
Right, so he turns down, he gets an apple and he slices it up and he pours some of the clear liquid in and the ice go in, he gives it a good old shake. And he pours it into this dainty glass, a small umbrella with an olive in the end of it, in the glass. And it looks completely incongruous to the rest of the mugs and chipped glassware that everything else has been served in.
I'll try it.
Okay, so you work your way down from the end. You take a sip of the first, it tastes like vinegar. You take a sip of the second, it tastes like vinegar. The third, the fourth, the fifth, all turn to vinegar in your mouth to the point where you're just spitting drink after drink after drink on the floor. Till you get to the apple teeny. The apple teeny goes down smooth. You think it must be the umbrella that's absolutely killing it, or the dainty glass. You drink it so well, your finger even pops out.
I say, I want one of them in a big jug.
Tankard of appletini.
Yeah. With a big umbrella.
Don't change anything about it. Just make it bigger.
What are the rest of you doing?
I'm watching a gog as he's drinking an appletini.
Yeah, I'll go on a table nearby. I'll just keep an eye on him from a
What
distance.
would Maylor be doing? Does he
Probably
drink?
just not really. I think he'd be investigating.
Yeah,
maybe.
he'd be sitting who he can put to sleep.
Yeah.
Can I just get some water, please?
I slap him on the back and say, "No, this is a man's place. We drink ale and appletinis. For God's sake."
So after a couple of minutes of strenuous activity, the barman gives you a flagon of appletini.
Brilliant. I'm happy.
Okay. So, ain't seen you around these parts. This first time in the Ravers?
Technically, no. But yes.
Okay. So is your first time in the Ravers, sir?
Yeah.
Well, if you don't know, we have a fighting arena that goes on every night in this place. And you've arrived just in time. So if you'd like to mosey on down to the cellar and take a look, you're most welcome.
Are you there? Did I just hear that you said there's a fighting arena here?
There is a fighting arena. That's right. Yeah.
So I put out one of the
I used to be the
gems.
champion. Did I ever tell you my story? No, because this is the first time here, isn't it? So
Let me tell you this story.
and he starts leaning back and gets a flagon down off the shelf and starts polishing it as he begins his monologue.
Well, while he's
So-
doing that, I'll pull out one of the gems and slowly sort of roll it in front of him.
He becomes entranced and slows down. So I used to be the champion of this place. Used to be owned by the guild, see, and well, I was their prize fighter. Let me tell you, I am a pretty penny in gambling debts. Yeah. So anyway, I won my free. Are you going to spend that?
Well, Larry, I think this big boy next to me with his giant umbrella seems worth a bet or two.
Right. You need to get yourself downstairs then and speak to Phoenix. He runs the books.
Just to guess, he's an halfling.
Just tell him that he is an orphan, yeah. Just tell him that Rafe gives you the VIP treatment.
Thank you, laddie. Cheers. I'll have a wander.
Can you make another one for me to take downstairs, please?
I'll have one of the bar boys bring it down for
Oh,
you.
cheers. I'll give him some. How much gold do you want?
Give him 5 gold.
I just kind of take a sip of his drink, but with shake water, just like. just like.
If you're using shake water.
Yeah, shake water.
So
like,
unfortunately, the water company is so low,
Oh.
it doesn't have any effect.
Okay. Right. It's not even a drink in my book.
Can we go down like some set of flight stairs or down a corridor that basically just have us in it?
You go out of the door
Yeah.
and you enter into a cellar area.
This bit.
So this area here, and I'll use my pointing.
Where
stick,
should the
that's what it's
tables be?
called. So if you can put all of the tables in this area,
The
please.
square area.
We've got space for one more. Just do that.
Space for a small
So
one.
you can have some tables up there as well.
Oh, right.
Some tables all over the place.
Are we coming in here?
Plenty of patrons. You came in from that door at the top there where your minis are. So you put the patrons in. They're not actually monsters. I just didn't have any.
Monstrous patrons.
Yeah. They're severe
Various-
drinkers with
Yeah.
just spiders.
Oh, they're all drinking.
These look very familiar.
Themselves, though.
I mean, this is encouraging the murder hobos in the party, isn't it? Thinking of all the patrons as
So
monsters.
Phoenix is sat on a high stool
Oh,
over
over
there.
there.
And if you give me Rafe back, great, thanks.
It's going well.
I just whisper as we go down.
As we go through, I change my appearance to one of my usual.
Who knows?
Blazing
Yeah,
Yeah.
disreputable looking type that
Yep.
gets away from the rest of them.
Yep.
Just on the off chance I get recognised.
Yep. Okay, so you enter a bustling cellar area. This place is even busier. Most people are drinking, waiting at tables. It doesn't sound like there's a fight started yet at the moment, but it's all got the setup of a tenseness in the air of people waiting for things to happen. You walk away down the stairs and you immediately see Phoenix in the corner, sat on his tennis umpire's chair, surveying the room. Can you make me a perception?
Basically,
It's a baby side chair.
9.
Oh.
Is that it? No bonuses?
No, it's 7 plus 2.
Okay. Really bad password. So you make your way down the stairs, heading for Phoenix.
Didn't he have a bad attitude last time? I can't remember. Oh no, it was only after you caught us cheating.
Yes.
That normally provokes a
Yeah.
bad attitude, yeah.
Then he came to help you in the haunted house.
I wasn't in the haunted house.
Oh, you weren't. Oh no.
Missed that one.
Everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, he was forced into helping you.
How are we going to play this? Because last time the people were up on a ledge, weren't they, or something?
Well, the fighting pit isn't here. The
Mm.
fighting pit is, because the map has obviously changed since last time.
Yeah, yeah.
The fighting pit is off that
I
little
don't think
way
you
there.
joined both.
Oh, okay. Cool. Oh, so he's not even in his chair over the pit yet?
Not at the moment. No,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
no.
yeah. Okay. All right. Well, should we go and tell him what Rafe told us to say?
Go ahead.
Go on in.
Who remembers it crystal clear?
Bloody hell. Dragon he was also. Okay, so Angeli, Navi. Try getting Navi to call people by their character names. You notice a familiar figure walking down the stairs towards Phoenix, who's looking after this gambling den as such. You recognise who your captain faithfully refers to as Nobo.
As long as it's not Nobbo.
Depends how you pronounce it. I ain't not well.
I'm still not happy about
Are there
you,
spells
so you
allowed
stop
in
it.
these fighting pits or not?
Well, I like it.
Not at all, even if you're a fighter?
If it was a magic duel, then yes. But
Just
Um,
get involved. But.
hey, welcome to you. How you doing this fine evening? I haven't seen you before.
Yeah, we've seen you before. Right, hello. Rafe said to tell you that we're special guests. VIPs, that's it.
Hey, VIPs, does that mean you'll be wanting a bout with a champion then?
I'll put out the gem.
Yeah.
Can we go straight to the final?
We
no.
don't want to do that. We want to watch the other people fight,
You
don't
want to
we?
warm up first? Okay.
And put some bets on, especially when it gets to that woman and the armoured guy.
Yeah, because we will know, won't
Yeah.
we? There we go.
So that'll buy your interest, you know. That won't buy you a steak.
Cool. How much is the stake in this place?
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
What?
Stick.
No, I want to fight.
No, you're gambling, man. So you give me that, and we'll see what we can do about getting you in one of the bouts. Totally scoused out.
It slipped into Jamaican slightly as well.
We're going global.
But hey, how much are you willing to bet?
I'll bet the whole thing.
Yeah.
And this is also paying for our food and drink.
No, yes.
What's
That'll
the
get you your buy-in.
yeah? And what's the
I'll pull out a second one.
Now we're talking. Now we're talking.
This is paying for our food and drink.
Yeah, that it will. Right. Okay, we got 2 bouts up first, and then we'll get you in third. How does that sound?
Who's that against?
So you fighting?
No, lad.
No.
No.
It's your secret weapon over here, isn't it?
Were we in here before at the same time?
No, using it much
Later.
Much later.
Mhm.
Okay. Right.
In fact, all the bouts had finished apart from the final one.
Yeah.
And you had to do some convincing of a very, very bored Phoenix to get him to let you fight the champion. And it was only because you pulled out a whole wad of gold that you managed to get.
Okay.
It's lucky we don't risk bumping into ourselves.
So you notice that they seem to be conversing with Phoenix, and the dwarf that Lobo appears to be with is waving around rather a large diamond, which immediately catches your attention. And then when he pulls out a second large diamond, your
Has the
interest-
tavern gone completely quiet when you did that?
No,
Can I do
Not
the sneaky?
you can.
Not everybody's watching, I guess.
26.
Okay, so you make your way stealthily around the room Heading
Sneaky.
towards
Sneaky.
Kingsman's back. Kingsman and.
Oh, he's there. Shall I put him over there instead? Or something. There you go.
Would you like to make me a perception check?
Ooh. 16.
Okay, so
That's what I rolled before, my bonus.
what do you wish to do?
Get some trinkets.
Okay, make me a sleight of hand check.
27.
Would you like to make a second perception check? Nine.
Yeah.
You managed to pull out from his pouch a diamond worth 1,000 gold pieces.
Yes. one diamond. Can't spare diamonds.
So as you reach back into your own pouch and deposit your ill-gotten gains, Phoenix looks down and goes, "So I'll share with you as well then."
I look round.
You see Navi, your former crewmate from the Iron Lady.
It's so good to see you.
Hello.
Ow.
Last time I saw you, you were on the boat.
Yes.
Did you know what they were going to do to me?
No.
Ah.
Probably. No, I didn't. I was very mad after it happened.
Yeah.
You'll notice I'm also not on a boat right now.
Well, it's good to see you.
It's lovely to see you!
Can I buy you an ale?
And at that
Yes.
point in time, downstairs tramps this small child holding a rather large flagon of apple martini.
Yay. That's for me. And I tell him to go get an ale for my friend.
Okay, so he scurries off to go and get more drinks.
And then I'll say, what the bloody hell happened? I'm walking down an alleyway with the boss and that little twerp, and next thing I know, I wake up and I couldn't remember any. I only remembered all this like this morning.
Oh, that must have been one wallop they gave you.
I can't remember.
Sounds bad. Well, I don't really know what happened. I was on the boat, and then you never came back. And I said, "Where's number two? He's my friend." And they said, "Oh, if you're number two's friend, then you're not our friend." And they picked me up and they slung me off.
Bugger. Oh well.
I hit my head as well, but probably not as hard, because I do remember it happening.
So have you just been skulking around here?
Yep, lots of skulking, lots of schmoozing, lots of boozing. You know,
Ah, good.
good pirate stuff, minus the ship.
Mm.
We're trying to get back on a ship, but no one will have me.
Well, you're welcome to hang out with us for a while if you like.
What?
I hooked up with these losers, I mean people, and you know, I've been telling them what to do for the past
You become a pirate leader?
Oh yeah. I'm definitely the leader of the group. Yeah.
I always knew you'd go far, number
Just
two.
put a hand on his shoulder. Who's this?
No, this is Navi. Navi, these are people.
Hello, people! It's so nice to see people. I do see a lot of people, but it's nice to know that you know the people that I know.
So, what are we doing? I'm gonna fight.
You're gonna fight!
Yeah.
Amazing. You're
Gonna
a good
fight the
fighter.
champion.
Apart from down alleyways. It seems.
Yeah, but well, when you get jumped by bloody people.
Bloody people.
Don't like those people.
Not those people.
No.
Different people. Bloody goblin. Do you know what happened to them at all? Did they just leave?
I don't know, DM. Did they just leave?
No, they didn't. The Iron Lady is still in port.
Still in port?
And one of the reasons you've been hanging around them, Raven, is you are trying to see if you see Bloodtusk, or particularly Smith, because you're keen on getting your revenge on
Yes,
Smith.
I am. I'm going to bite a hole in the bottom of the ship.
Well, I owe
Or
him.
kills me, one of the two.
I owe him a fist or two in the gut. So this sounds like a good idea for us to stick
Yeah.
together.
You punch him in the gut, I'll kick him in the butt.
I've got to do some stuff with these people first, but then they might help us get them back. Oops, I held.
Wonderful. Oh, I'll hang around with you then.
Downstairs, please.
Top of the stairs. Is that over here?
That's just there. That's perfect. You hear a slow ripple of silence spread across the room. Person who's controlling the silence there.
Bit of silence.
emanating from the top of the stairs, and you turn round expecting to see yet another apple martini with a rather comically large umbrella in a flagon. But instead, you lay eyes upon, and both of you are surprised at how the universe deals these blows, is Captain Bloodtusk. He narrows his eyes. 2, you dirty son of a bitch.
Oh. It was
How the
fire.
hell
Strong.
are you still alive? Another you traitorous kobold.
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
What the hell are you doing here?
What the hell am I doing here? What the hell are you doing here? You beat me half to death, lead me down an alleyway.
Well, I've a mind to do it properly this time, and maybe we'll make some entertainment out of it. What do you say, Phoenix?
Oh God! Sorry, I got
Bring it!
excited.
You got a slot for us, Phoenix? And Phoenix sits up, obviously excited. Room is excited at seeing a blood feud ready to go in the arena. And Phoenix replies, "Aye, how does slot number 1 sound? Let's get right in there and do it now, eh?" And we'll go for a quick break.
Da, da, da.
Golly gosh.
Back in 5, everyone. See you in a minute. And we're back. We had tea and biscuits, which is why we're a bit late.
Did you miss the biscuits?
Oh, yeah.
I missed the biscuits. Thank you for my coffee though.
So, we're back in, and we are about to have single combat face-off between Lobo and Bloodtusk. So,
Feel free to interfere again, Dave.
if you please move the tables, we'll have the crowd around the edges, so pick your spot.
Can I hide my ferret?
Where?
I'm going to blink,
Would you like to hide
I'm
it?
going to blink him out
Okay.
to his pocket dimension, right?
Yep.
Oh no.
I'm gonna.
Tables.
Well,
everywhere.
whenever I feel like there's a moment where I'm not being looked at, I'd like my ferret to
It's
go-
getting dodgy now,
just
Chris.
kind of go around the side of the fighting pit where I can jump in at some point.
Okay.
So put this one here.
He might be able to help.
Okay, so position yourselves as you see fit.
When no one's looking, you're going to get your ferret out.
Yeah.
Where's he going to sit up?
Just around the edge.
So I'll just play. Well, my character's there, but I'll just.
Which one?
I think I'm
This
very
one?
short.
Yes, that one.
Yeah.
Is that you?
I'm the one
It'll
holding the
it'll
little
just
staff.
be.
I think I'm probably
in
the very
some-
short one with
Yeah,
It's you,
that's
yeah.
the one.
Where would you like to be looking?
Yeah,
Down
there
here?
is good. Nice and warm by
How
now.
Yeah.
deep is this?
Nice and toasty.
To make sure I don't catch my hair light.
Yeah, I'll just stand there.
Was that 20? 10,
That's you, yeah.
10 foot.
How deep is this?
It's 20 feet deep.
Okay, maybe you might not be able to jump off that.
You might think twice. You might go.
I'll just roll for his HP. I think it's not
I can see that, yes.
2 HP.
So if we had the comment on DM sheet, it might look similar to
Yeah.
that. They're just looking
Yeah.
down. You would have to keep moving it.
We'll try that when we get rid of this.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. So, the two combatants enter the arena. Phoenix placed himself in his high chair, overseeing things and making sure that none of the other patrons and observers attempt to cast any spells as he looks in the direction of Maylor.
That's alright, because as long as Dave's the one casting the spell.
I'll get my,
Everyone
secret
focus
spell.
on.
Yeah. Kingsman, get ready with that. What was it last time? Heal?
Drinks are served, canapes are handed out, and everybody makes themselves comfortable in the main bout of Captain Bloodtusk versus his previous crew member, Lobo.
Captain
Will
Tugblast.
we also be able to like do things like
So
as it's happening?
yeah,
But,
so from a meta point of view, I'm going to have just me and Jeff roll initiative.
okay.
If you want to jump in at any time and do something, then just let me know.
Yeah.
Ahead of
I'm
one
ready.
of our turns.
It's 20 feet up.
Okay then, is everybody ready to go?
Can I put money on myself?
So, if you'd like to make any bets,
One diamond.
if you'd like to make any bets, the house will be paying 2-1 against Lobo. And evens for Captain Bloodtusk, who of course has fought in this arena before and is currently unbeaten.
He's not the champ, is he?
No, he's not champ.
Oh,
No, it's just I didn't have time to.
Oh no, I didn't mean
print
because of
another
that. I just
card.
meant
No,
because
it's
I
just-
wouldn't have recognised him last time
No,
anyway, would
no.
I?
Alright then, so Captain Bloodtusk, choose your weapons. Fists or weapons? This is going to be a fight to the death, boy. We're going to take this all away. It's weapons, Phoenix. We ain't going for fists. So, weapons it is, and to the death it will be. 2 walked in and only 1 walks out. If anybody wants to lay down any bets, now's the time to do it.
1 diamond on
Yeah.
number 2.
Okay. He takes the diamonds.
Oh, can you pick it up?
Right, laddie. 2 diamonds
Old Blood Tusk.
on my fine fellow.
Okay.
Don't
So
know his
you've
number.
got enough diamonds to give us all back.
A lot of the other patrons seem to be laying down money, and the main money seems to be going on Blood Tusk. So, other than a few
Not getting very
patrons,
rich.
the main money seems to be going on Blood Tusk. You've got 1 diamond that will pay back 2,000 gold pieces, and you've got 2 which pay back 4,000 gold pieces. Should Lobo win?
Of course.
You will.
Okay. Alright, bets are down. Boy, I'm gonna wipe the floor with you.
Don't expect me to take it easy on you, Chief.
I'm gonna smack that out of you, you human scumbag. Roll for initiative.
22, Steve.
Whee!
22. Okay, so he draws an axe in one hand
Oh, really? I was
and
expecting that to be.
and a short sword in the other.
Oh, cheater.
It's going to dual wield. You're up first.
Um,
22.
What are the 10, are they?
Right.
Squares?
They are 10.
I will go there and I will ready an attack for
Okay.
when he comes towards me.
Okay.
And I'll rage, obviously.
Okay.
Goes without saying, Steve. would have been funny if I forgot that, wouldn't it? Rage!
Okay, so you move forwards, you squint your eyes, and you feel that focused rage build up within you to the point where it explodes out in this guttural scream as you roar, Blood Tusk!
Can I instead scream Tug Blust? Ah, Tug Blust! Because I am raging, you know. I'm like,
You
that's
can.
correct.
Right, can you move me forwards, please?
How many?
30 feet.
30. And out of the door.
Okay, so he swings.
Can I attack him then? Because I already did an action.
You did
I held an action, sorry.
Yes.
So I will, as soon as he gets within 15 feet of me, I'll attack him.
Okay.
So, and I'll attack him recklessly. Does a 18 hit him?
An 18 you think he's going to hit. So you swing your chain forwards, but what he does, he brings up his short sword and clinks it out the way unexpectedly. He seems to block your swing somehow. But you were sure that was going to hit.
Okay.
Okay. So my turn, and I get advantage.
Is he cheating? Can anyone check if he's cheating?
Now roll perception based on that. Just keep an eye on the fight.
You can roll perception, yeah? Yeah?
No.
Nope.
Witchcraft?
You don't perceive anything? Okay, so he swings his axe down, a mighty cleave, hitting armour class.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, okay. That was 19 on the
Yeah.
dice.
I've got a bit rubbish on the class.
Okay. Second attack on the backswing with the axe. Hitting armour class 15.
No, you missed.
No, so it misses on the upswing. You manage to, as the forward cleave strikes you across the chest, you step backwards, swinging out of his reach as he swings upwards again. And he goes in with a short sword for a gut stab, hitting armour class 20.
Yep.
Okay. So you take
Yeah, I take the weasel.
9
I've
points of
taken the
damage
weasel.
from the axe blow and
Oh gosh, what was going on?
10 points
I'm
of
just watching
damage
from the
from
other
the
side.
short sword.
Got
So
the
that's
weasel.
19 half to 10 points of damage.
Sneaking. I would like to try and distract Felix.
Okay, so what would you like to do?
I would like to grovel
Okay.
and cower and beg and cause him to look at me, in the hopes that someone else will take advantage of this minor distraction.
Okay, so he seems completely transfixed by your grovelling, piteous
Ow, Phoenix, don't
begging.
let him hurt my friend! I miss my friend and I've only just found him and now you're trying to take him away from me, you horrible halfling!
You grab hold of the edges of his shirt coat and drag him down. He looks down, he's trying to flick you away, but he's completely enthralled with your performance.
Why
Yeah.
Why is he now take a potion of visibility?
Okay, you disappear from view.
I try to cast as subtly as I can Tasha's hideous laughter.
So, can you make me a sleight of hand check if you'd like to do it as stealthily as possible?
Like this.
Yeah. Like that.
Tickle, tickle!
Oh, 10.
Okay, you cast a spell still.
So 40.
It's fine. Disadvantage on that, that's fine. So you cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter. What's your DC for the saving throw? I'm
40.
assuming you're casting it at
Yeah.
Tusker.
Cast it at me. That would well.
14.
Okay, I failed.
Actually, it says here with my grovel, it says allies gain advantage on attacks against enemies.
They have to be within 10 feet of you, don't they?
Yeah. Oh, someone move closer to me. Before the end of my next turn, someone come closer.
So, we'll get on to that effect in a minute.
I'll cast Bless. I'll cast on Lobo, Navi, and can I still cast it on the agent? Even though I can't see him now.
No, and I think you better check the distances because it's within 30 feet.
Oh, it's 30. Yeah, it's 30.
So the
I've got no
template's here
chance.
somewhere.
Yeah. No, if it's 10 foot
20
squares.
down.
They are 10-foot squares,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
so
not
you
going.
can't use template anyway.
Yeah.
No, they're 5, aren't they?
Out of range.
It's 50 feet away.
Can I hold it as an action, and when I see Lobo within range, I can cast it, assuming Phoenix and.
You can, but it's going to be pretty obvious that you're standing there doing
Right.
this movement. It's up to you.
No, I'll drop it.
Okay, so at the end of Bloodtusk's turn, as he gut stabs you with a short sword, he gets right up in your face and begins to laugh. It's your turn.
He goes prone, I think.
Yeah, I think it goes prone and flashes.
Okay, so he collapses to his knees.
Oh, is that what it says?
Yeah, he goes. He's laughing too hysterically. He goes.
Right, well, I'll attack him twice with normal advantage then, because he's on his
'Cause
knees,
he's on
isn't
his
it?
knees.
Yes.
However, as you swing down, you feel where he stabbed you tug and start to tear open, and you take an additional 6 points of damage to half the 3.
Can I move to
And
get
can
closer?
It means you've got to enter the pit. Can you make me a Constitution save?
Constitution saving throw? Bloody hell, Steve. I'm going to use my inspiration dice.
What, to make sure you pass?
Yeah.
You can roll the saving
Oh,
throw
yeah,
first.
yeah, actually,
And
yeah.
then if you fail,
Yeah.
so you're going to roll your inspiration? Right, oh, awesome.
No.
I'll have that dice back.
Jesus Christ. That's
What
cursed.
are the odds?
You can keep the little wooden template.
Oh.
Sorry, I
Just
didn't
remind you
explain
what you
that.
smell.
So you can use these for any advantage, but you can also give them to me for disadvantage.
Sneaky.
So you can make your attack now with advantage because he is prone.
What did the effect do? Anything yet?
It just seems to be nagging there. It's
Oh, it's a
It's-
continued
it's a
effect rather than an
continued
extra
effect.
effect. Alright.
Every time he takes damage, he's another wisdom saving
Right.
throw.
20, does a 27 hit it?
27 hits.
Shall I roll the second attack as
You
well?
might as well, yes.
And 23?
It also hits.
So I'll do it, might as well do both damages.
And he has advantage on it.
So, 19 damage.
In total.
Yeah.
So while
Not
he's
particularly
laying on the
good.
floor laughing for some unknown reason, you swing your chain down twice, whack, whack, as he lays on the floor. Two
Hold on,
meaty
that's-
hits in.
Sorry, Steve, that's not right. I only added the bonuses once.
So you got another 2 points to do.
No, I've stay there. That was 13. Yeah, it's 27 damage. not
27.
19 damage. Sorry.
So you hit twice, thwack, thwack. Real good, strong hits. He huddles over in pain, still continuing to laugh until I make these saving throws. Yep, the first one failed, and the second one also failed. So he's still continuing to laugh, laying on the floor, uncontrollably
Awesome.
Sweet.
screwed. Hate spellcasters.
I will try to sneak off.
I don't think you need to, do you? It's not a concentration, is it?
It is.
Oh, it is concentration.
So
yeah, but
I'm-
you can just be like...
Well, no, I don't have to see him. I can just run away.
You don't have to run away then. No one knows you're doing anything.
Someone might have seen me. That's all. I don't know.
You're fine.
Yeah, you're
Sorry.
actually doing a brilliant job of distracting the halflings.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're continuing to distract Phoenix, so I'll have my go. So I get a saving throw at the beginning of my turn.
Yep. Not advantage this time, but
Okay, that's fine. I rolled a 16.
okay.
So he stops laughing,
Oh,
goes to one knee, spits on the ground, lifts himself up and attacks. So I don't get advantage this time because you've not attacked me recklessly in your last turn. So he swings with his axe, hitting armor class 21. Whack across your chest,
oh.
making a mighty blow. Hits again on the back swing as he glances across his chest and again goes in with another gut stab with the vicious looking short sword, hitting armor class 20. And you take 23 points of damage, half to 12. Okay. Angeli.
I am going to let Felix go. I would like to be like, oh, it looks like he's doing okay. Don't worry about it. You know, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to embarrass you. And I would like to find some shadowy bit, and I'd like to hide behind someone who's onlooking, and I'd like to throw one of my daggers down and hopefully hit him, but make it look like it was someone else. Oh, that guy's cheating.
Super blame the other guy.
So roll me a stealth check, please.
28.
Okay, so I will roll my perception check for Phoenix, and he doesn't get anywhere near that. So that's good. This is super long range, though. In
Okay.
fact, can you
I'll
count the
roll it
squares? Because it might be beyond 60.
You're
I'm pretty sure you're hidden though. So
I'm at least hidden. Even if it doesn't hit, I'll just be like, that guy's cheating.
10, 20, 30, 40, 50. We're going that way.
It's extreme long range, so it's disadvantage. But yeah, you can hit.
Oh, bum.
But
Can I spend this?
You can.
Does that mean I can just take off, or do I roll again?
I'll let you roll again.
So that's 21.
not as bumper.
You hit.
Not as bum. A big fat 7 points of damage to him.
attack or
Oh, do I get sneak attack?
Technically,
I'm
yes.
hidden or split.
Because I'm in melee with him. Yeah.
Plus an extra 15.
22 points of damage.
Nice.
Yeah.
That will help. Do I notice the dagger go in?
Okay, so flying over your shoulder, you see a small dagger. I mean, the dagger's small anyway. This one's even smaller. Flies over, thud straight into the joint between Bloodtusk's shoulder and the meaty part of his chest. That just he's swinging down and taking them really big hits on you. You don't know where it's come from, but however, Phoenix looks around. Hey, you dirty little bastard! Hey, come here! Yeah, come here, gobshite!
It was him, he cheated, I saw it!
As he climbs down and the patron that you were stood behind, starts to mouth off back at Phoenix, so that he is now even more distracted.
Excellent.
So I played the electricity.
So Bloodtouch roars in anger. I'm gonna get you, Navi!
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
And it's your turn.
I shall attack him again.
You're gonna need that dagger back.
Before you do.
Oh yeah, don't forget to.
So this time, both wounds throb, and you see blood starting to seep out.
Do I have to
more
make
than
a
usual.
saving throw against it?
So you take an additional 13 points of damage, half to 6.
Is it still his turn?
Yeah.
Okay, I drop down to the arena.
Okay.
Do I have to make another saving throw against that, or?
Can you make me an acrobatics check, please?
Probably not.
It's an athletics, isn't it? Because he's jumping down. Acrobatics is like balancing and shit.
I was being fair. I mean, I can make it.
No.
He does it with style, but no one can see it because he's invisible.
Because he's dexterous.
I'm dropping down.
It's one of them things that you can beat either or, and if you were strength based, you do it athletically, and if you're dexterous based, you do it acrobatically. 10. Okay, so you take 5 points of damage.
Hang on. Oh, bugger.
From skinning. Oh,
bugger.
Well, at least it's invisible.
But you are.
So I see it.
No one saw you fumble.
You just hear a crack of a toe, just like.
And then
so yeah, make me a Constitution save throw, please, Jeff.
that is 21.
You pass. You seem to somehow focus your rage towards your abdomen region, and the sting that was nagging and causing you continuous pain seems to lessen.
Okay, I will hit him again, hopefully.
Okay,
but I'll recklessly
attacking
attack this time.
Yep.
18 plus 8, so that hits. That's one hit. And 24, that hit him.
24 does hit,
Yeah.
yes. So you said 18 plus 8? Or was
yeah,
the first one 18?
First one.
First one was 18?
Yeah, second one.
So he blocks the 18 and the second one hits.
No, it wasn't 18 total. It was 18 plus 8.
Oh, so it's 26?
Yeah.
Okay. So
sorry, and
he attempts to block the second one, but you manage to fake him out and swing underneath as he lifts his short sword. Both hits.
Don't let me forget to add on the damage this time. Oh, that's crap. 20 damage. No, it's not. Yes, it is. It's 20 damage. Because I'm actually remembering to add on the 2s.
Okay. 2 meaty hits, as I say. For the second one, you faked him out, so as he lifted his short sword, you hit him underneath the armpit. So he's got a dagger in this side, your chain hitting him on the other side. He's looking pretty beat up. So much so, in fact, that he takes a step backwards and goes to one knee and holds up his hand. Wait. As he catches his breath, he looks up. So, you bastard, do we have a deal? And from out the back of the arena steps this shadowy figure who pulls a wand from his belt. Yeah, just that. And fires all 7 charges of his wand of magic missiles into you.
Does it then explode?
We will see whether I roll the dice or not.
Oh no.
I can shield them, but.
Do it!
You can't shield him itself.
Yes, okay.
That's where they've changed the spell. So the spell's really good, but you can't do it on anyone else.
Got it.
We're supposed to not be helping him, but there's nothing that says we can't.
Yeah, we're going to stop the cheater.
Yeah. Have
That's good.
we all witnessed this guy come in and do
We're
that?
probably not.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
it's
after
right.
I've
It's
taken
right.
this surprise action, then you.
I can't
will
be
rolling
surprised! I'm alert!
I knew this was going to Sorry, I'm failing to look up.
It's okay, Navi's on it. I'm just going to run and bite him. Savage.
I'm not a lizard folk.
So it's what are the D4s called?
Actually, it's plus my strength modifier, which is -2, so that would be no good actually.
Yeah.
One -2.
But you're unarmed strike, yeah.
Rubbish.
But you've got your
I
potion.
do myself damage.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, it's not this potion here. No. Just keep going for one of these.
Oh, that looks
Slip
fine.
into his poison now.
It's not a potion here.
Right, sorry.
You know what they need? Someone needs to invent syringes of healing. So you
Yeah.
can stab your teammates and inject the potion in.
Would that be a bonus action?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Someone who.
Although you'd probably have to make an attack if you were in melee
someone could
because
invent the
you're
hypodermic
trying to hit
needle.
something that's flailing about type thing because
Yeah,
they're
or in
biting someone
armour.
else. Yeah. Yeah.
Precious swidgy bits.
Yeah, I don't have that problem because I don't wear armour. Only just wear clothes, but
What is your AC, by the way?
16
What's your dexterity?
+3.
No worries. I could put Mage Armor on you at some point, but like it still gives you the same AC. So.
Oh no, that's good.
But I think it's a bonus for not wearing AC.
Okay, so you get hit with multiple bolts of energy from behind. You don't know where it's coming from. You're taken completely by surprise. These bolts of energy fly down, boom, 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 in your back as you stumble forwards, almost over the half-prone blood tusk. You take 33 points of damage.
Halved? Because
you-
yes,
It's
I
full-
take half of every damage except
apart from
psionics.
psychic. Yeah, okay, so it's halved to 17.
I'm going to laugh that off.
So Blood Tusk takes this advantage of surprise to do 2 gut stabs at you with his short sword, with advantage because you attacked recklessly. So that's 19 armor class and a 20 armor class.
Cut me some breaks, Steve. God damn it.
So you take 14 points of damage.
Was that total?
Half
So
to
half.
7, yeah.
So,
So what health are you on?
30.
Okay. So initiative. Oh, and then he takes.
Oh, what? Because of him? Is he got to do initiative?
Everybody's now doing initiative.
Yeah,
That
Oh,
was-
do we have to do initiative new
No,
because
we're
of
going to
that?
stay in that order.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's good.
Sorry, it's bonus action. He takes a potion.
So I got 20.
Oh, okay.
That's still good.
21.
I didn't know you could do that as a bonus action. I'd have done that already.
What's that?
Bonus
The what?
action, yes.
Take a potion.
Yeah, if on yourself, bonus action, or someone else, action.
Yeah. I didn't realise I always thought it was an action. Just goes to show you can play this game for years and years and years, and some things just.
13 for me.
We'll change two-handed weapons.
Okay, I'll go around this way. Pete?
Kind of.
4.
Yeah.
Steve, is the Lobo's chain two-handed?
No.
Okay.
Agent?
19.
Sorry, not agent. Kinsman.
19.
Maylor?
13.
Maybe I should get myself a shield. It's a bit un-barbarian, you know.
Navi?
21.
Could be a spiky shield.
In fact, I need to make my armour class
No.
worse. That's what
Also
I need to do.
21.
I need to
Alright.
cut my foot off.
That's good. I'll just write N.
Yeah.
And Edsa?
17.
Yes.
Yes.
Do explain to the good people what just happened.
What did just happen?
Okay, so he fired off all the charges on the wand in one go, straight into Lobo's back. And the wand starts to spark and glow with magical energy, and then all of a sudden, it explodes in his hand.
Lesson learned, children. Lesson learned.
Well, it's a lesson.
Never shoot your entire
I've got one
load.
of those. I don't want to shoot all of mine.
So he screams in pain, clutching his hand. You can see it's like a bloody ruin, which is unfortunate for me. But anyway,
This nearly happened to Maylor, didn't it?
Yes, it did.
This
Yeah.
is quite funny.
yeah. Right, you completely made me forget what I'm doing.
Sorry, Steve.
So I've got a lot of characters to run today.
Was that a noisy made after his one exploded?
Yeah.
In my hand.
Right, sorry. Jeff.
Yo.
It's you to go at the top of the round.
Top of the round. I'll attack him again.
Okay.
Twice. Does a natural 20 hit him?
A natural 20 hits, yes.
I'd love to say it does a second natural 20 hit him, but no. 17 plus 8.
17 plus 8 also hits.
How do we do double
Sorry,
again?
I've got to
Double the dice.
on the dice. So you take
Oh yeah.
13 points of damage, halved to 6.
Don't forget I made this last saving throw. Does that count against anything?
Stabbed you twice.
So it's gone down to 1.
So I only rolled 2 dice instead of 4 dice.
What is it?
It was 13, half to 6. And
Yep.
make me a constitution saving throw, please.
18 plus
Yeah.
6. Right, so how did we do double damage again? Was it double the dice or
Just double the dice.
Right, so this is the first attack then, with
Yep.
2 dice. So that is...
So you only double one of these because the other one is because your bonus thing, yeah?
No, because I didn't... Oh yeah, sorry. So yeah, one of these is doubled plus the extra dice.
Correct.
Yes. So I'm going to double that one.
Because that's the big one?
Yeah, because that's the big one.
Yeah, okay.
So that's 26 plus 7.
Yeah, it's 33.
That's 1 hit.
Yeah.
Then I get rid of 1 dice because the second one is normal. Plus 10.
43 damage.
Yeah.
Your chain.
Okay,
Huh?
so you swing your chain.
And then, as a bonus action, can I take a potion?
You may. Angered at the cheap shot in the back, followed by the 2 gut stabs, you really focus all your strength into the first blow, bringing it straight down on his face as he's sort of half prone, still stabbing upwards. And the second one, you crack across his skull, knocking him almost for 6. He's looking pretty damaged.
So laugh that off. What's the potion again? Is it plus 2?
Yes.
2d6 plus 2.
Okay, so as you knock back the potion, so next up we have the guy at the back, who you now see is Damian.
Malor recognises him first, I assume.
Thank you.
Is he a bad guy?
Who is this game? He
I
sounds
mean,
like a
he's
bad
the guy
guy.
that disguised himself
Do I
as,
have a
isn't it?
personal vendetta against
You
this guy?
disguised yourself
bit.
as him.
Okay,
You were this guy at one point.
I was this guy. Okay. Well, I want to steal his identity.
Oh no! It's like having Josh in the room. Come on.
Still
So
got that magic mask
who's close to him?
I think so.
Me.
From Navi.
Yeah.
It's the only one.
I'm sneaky hidden.
Well, I am
Really?
technically. I'm technically 1, 2.
Well, then it'd be Malor. I'm further away
This,
from
this
Malor.
isn't. This is no distance, is it? That's straight down. Is that right?
No, there's 20 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But is it? Does it? It's not a sliding. It's not a slope. It's a wall.
Is it a slope?
Yeah.
It's a sheer drop.
Yeah, because that's a waterfall that's coming down.
Yeah.
Uh huh.
But it's.
What he does, he casts a spell,
Down past it.
and as he's casting the spell, it forms the image of a trebuchet in front of him, made out of magical energy. He releases it into the room, and you see it pick up one of the tables over here on the left-hand side. That then magically flies across the room at Lobo. You make
What's he
the
got
dexterity saving throw,
What's he
please.
got against me?
You paid.
To get advantage on dexterity saving throws. 17.
Yep, you pass. So it whishes past you.
Does it hit the orc in front of me?
Smashing on the wall on the other side.
Damn it! Nothing ever goes my way. I say, what that?
Okay. Next up we have Navi and Noella. So Navi, you would go first.
Mm-hmm.
Bet the halfling's fucking well pissed.
So after Noella, these you go. Navi, you're up.
Oh,
Go on, Navi, do it.
to use my cunning action to run all the way behind him, and then I'd like to stab him with my rapier.
Okay.
Stab him in the bum bum.
Hit him in the bum. That's numbers 22 to hit.
You hit.
Yes.
Roll your damage.
I get sneakies.
You do get sneak attack damage, yes.
That's 8.
Sneaky, sneaky.
This is 15. 20 points of piercy, stabby, nasty damage.
Okay, so you sneak behind, tiptoe, to almost comical fashion of this small kobold running around the crowd that's now starting to panic and disperse as they see this fight getting out of the arena. You creep up behind the mage, holding his fist in one hand, having just cast a spell that failed to hit Lobo a second ago, as you jam it right between his buttocks. Ah!
Naughty! No
He,
cheating!
He took a lot of damage, but he's still standing. Noella.
So he's lost a hand and now he's got a sword on his back.
Yeah.
He's not having a good day.
Not at
Couldn't
all.
happen to a nicer guy.
Yeah. He's the other one who has the broom with the...
Yeah. He's the guy who's holding Merrix
Mm.
captive.
Oh, do we need to keep him alive?
No, I don't think so.
Well, we would do.
Would I, as a wizard, as a 16 intelligence wizard, think I need to keep him alive? Do you think? Probably.
You can disguise yourself. You're used to doing that.
Yeah,
I
if
think
he's
I might
dead, then he definitely won't be
Restrain him
Why
with
is he
web
not
just in
aware
case he
he
tries
is?
to get away.
And
The
we've
magical
got
guy.
Speak Dead.
The wizard.
Yeah, the wizard
Okay.
guy restraining with web.
Do
Where-
they have to make a
whereabouts
saving
are
throw
you?
for that?
I don't know
I'm
where he is,
here,
I'm
but
just
it's 60
looking
feet,
back.
so it should be alright. 5, 10, 15,
Yeah,
or maybe
that's
not.
Don't overthink it.
Because
Yeah,
it's
it's quite
10
far.
foot, so you're going for the guy right over the back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think.
You're-
I move a-
that's out of range for 60 feet.
Yeah.
60 feet is about where the orc is.
Is the orc still? He's still alive.
Mhm.
I'll restrain him then. Cast web on the orc.
Okay.
Yeah.
You will have to make saving throw as well.
Oh.
It's a 20-foot area.
Oh dang.
Yeah, but you can do it from
Oh,
behind
yeah, from
him
behind
to
him.
can't you?
Okay.
Yeah. I'll do
Yeah.
that.
Sorry to metagame there for a sec.
Saving throw?
No compulsion to
The saving throw is 14.
He passes.
Was it dexterity?
Yeah, Dex 14.
You might as well have cast it on me.
It's a bane whether like conjuring an animal, like a bear or something.
Oh, yeah.
Do you want to
Yeah.
move or anything?
2 die rolls. Who, me?
Yeah.
Trying to think. I can't even move around. I can't really go into the pit, so I might get attacked.
I think
might-
he's going to be. I mean, not that I think you should go into
Yeah.
the pit, but he is distracted by me, so I don't think
Okay.
he would attack
I'll
you.
move a bit into the pit then, like up to there.
Okay, so you're going to jump down.
Yep.
Okay, so can you make me an acrobatics check?
Okay. Let's do 8.
Okay, so you leap down into the pit, again taking a bit of a
Feel
stumble.
better.
Broken toes.
You take 6 points of damage.
Oh.
My toe.
Kingsman!
I will. Can I move across here? 30?
Yeah.
So move through, move past over here. And with Damian, now that I can recognise him, I cast silence on him.
Alright, so what's the range on the silence?
120.
Okay.
Man,
So
no
that's
one's going to
a,
hear me and my awesome
saving throw?
collapse.
Okay.
Does it have a save?
No, it's a.
No, you just cast an area.
It's an area, yeah.
Yeah. So it's a 20-foot radius.
So you're not
around.
casting it on him, you're just casting it in that area.
Yeah.
Probably helps my
Oh, that's
being
good.
sneakiness.
Wait.
Does that stop people from going at spell cost?
For
verbal.
verbal
Yeah.
components.
Yeah.
Does it stop me from-
Plus his hand blew up
So,
with the
but
wand.
I'm
He's got no
going
hand.
to make an arcana check to see if I can guess what spell you're casting.
Okay.
Does that make it immune to thunder damage as well?
That's a good point.
Just so I don't even know.
Maybe.
Okay,
maybe.
do you want to do anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay, next up is Speed!
What? Where
Smee?
did I see?
Yeah.
So,
Oh,
Smee,
oh, no, that's right.
who's on the table somewhere.
Do I do a bonus action in time or? Missed opportunity.
Missed opportunity. I did ask.
I mean, yeah, okay.
Oh God.
Where's Shmi?
It's coming.
So Smee appears next to Noella.
What?
Cheating.
I knew they were cheating.
Having,
15.
Disgusting.
having
Only bad people cheat.
yeah.
Never cheated in my life. Missed.
You're here. So you've got to jump in.
Or you can go down the stairs.
We'll go to steps actually, yeah, don't jump in. Down the stairs. Everyone else has. Oh yeah, I could have done that.
But everyone else is getting broken toes, so you might as
Yeah.
well just jump in.
Yeah, but I'm only like that tall, so it's a further.
Oh my
down.
god, yeah, you'd literally like just go splat.
I'm quite heavy. I'll probably just like borrow myself into the floor.
Tempted to conjure in.
Right, so Jeff, can you make me a... so he's going to move forwards. Move me forwards 30 feet, please. Just so I'm within 60 feet of Lobo. And casts a spell, and you make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
God, wisdom? Probably not. No, I can't.
Okay, so you feel a familiar force overcome your body, and you have a sudden flashback to an alleyway sometime in your past where you went to put your foot down and you felt yourself become frozen and unable to move, and you took that tumble into the piss-strewn street face down before then taking a beating. You are paralysed. Agatha.
Agatha would like to cast Shield of Faith at Noella. So it'll give her
What's the distance? Just
60 feet.
Oh, that should be
60?
alright.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a number of people, isn't it? Shield of Faith. Can you not do yourself and somebody?
Shield of Faith is a creature of your choice. It's
It's a
blessed
bonus
as 3
action.
people. Oh, is it? Casting time 1 bonus action.
Okay, alright, so you cast Shield of Faith, so you get +2 to your armor
Yay.
class.
17.
So what do you want to do? The action and your move.
So if I can move, I'd like to start moving up this side,
Yeah.
on the outside of the pit.
Yeah.
I can move 25 feet in one go. Yay.
If you want to double move, you can. So you
Oh,
can
go on
use
then. Move me,
your action to move. So you move 50.
Yep, that's cool.
Okay. So at this point in time, all this crowd starts to move towards the exit. So they start running as fast as they can to here. So we'll start moving them off.
These
and
two still in a
Maylord's
fight
your
about cheatings.
Cheatings, I like that.
Well, they scream, but it's silent.
turn. The ones that are within that dome,
They got the angry
Phoenix, yeah.
Oh, it's lucky that it is silent because I'm swearing a lot at them when Smee's walking. I mean, it's gone very blue.
So Maylord, you're up.
Okay. I would like to cast a 3rd level shatter in that area, please, and sculpt out you.
Sculpt out.
So there's sculpt spells, so I can like make pockets where my spells don't affect you.
Oh, cool.
So
Wow.
yeah, so the big thunderous noise just like erupts from the space as it fills the bar with.
You drop it on the centre of where Blood Tusk is standing, and it resonates outwards. You manage to shape a Lobo-sized hole in the wave as it billows out, so he doesn't take any damage. Blood Tusk gets a saving throw, doesn't he?
Yeah, Con and Shmi.
Okay, so Shmi, it seems to have no effect on at all,
Oh,
and Blood Tusk passes his saving throw, so we do
Okay.
damage.
so. So 25 halved is 12 or 13, depending on what we do with it.
So the loud dolorous ring and the explosion of sound shatters the table, it shatters the other objects that have fallen within the arena as people have panicked. He is blown backwards from his half-prone position and lands solidly on his back, seemingly unconscious, 10 feet away. So if you just fling him backwards and down, he is currently out at the moment.
So do I? If it doesn't affect Shmi, do I know? Do I see anything, or is it
You
just?
can make an Arcana check for me, please.
19.
Okay, so as you cast a spell, you know you haven't carved out a Shmi-shaped hole in this effect, so it should have affected it. As the magic passed over his form, it seemed to shimmer and twist slightly, almost as if it was an illusion.
Right.
So you know this, nobody else does.
Okay, sure.
Right, so it is actually Captain Bloodtusk go. So
I'll just move with the crowd and try and blend in.
Oh no, I'm so scared.
Run away! Fire out a big spell. On my way.
he looks absolutely wrecked and staggers to his feet slowly, looks at you.
You're right.
10 feet away.
10 feet away.
Oh.
So, I don't like these odds, boy. And turns and runs.
Oh, what?
Chicken! If I could speak, I'd shout out, chicken!
Yeah. Noella, do you remember that thing I said that he won't attack you? He's running towards you.
So he double moves.
Yeah, so how far does he move, Steve?
His speed
I'd
is
like to
30,
conjure a nice
so
rhinoceros
One,
in
two,
my centre
three.
charge.
What's he going up the stairs?
Yeah.
Please go.
To the left.
Oh,
Sorry, to his right, my left.
1,
Oh,
2.
thank God. Okay, I won't
That
come.
kind of puts him on the top
Yeah.
of the stairs ish.
So you do get an attack of opportunity if you wish.
Yeah, do him.
Okay.
Whacking with you.
Take him out.
I'm going to use. Help. Scimitar. Can I use that?
Yep.
Okay, so.
You got a +1, haven't you?
Yeah, +1.
Yeah.
Is that double?
Well, no, it just means you get an extra +1 to hit.
Okay.
So
It's been
whatever
worked
you
out in there already.
roll,
Ah.
it should say next to it, shouldn't
Yeah.
it?
So +6 to hit.
Yeah.
So
In your hit
yes,
DC.
5. +1. Is that 6?
No,
I don't know what I'm doing.
you
So
should get more
it's
than
the
+1.
5 plus the 6.
Oh, okay.
So that's I did the
11.
one already. Yeah.
Oh, fabulous.
Okay, so you swing as he runs past you, but unfortunately you miss.
Damn.
But you tried, and that's the main bit.
Agatha, you're up.
Oh, crikey. Where have I ended up? Can't see me behind the tables.
You're over there.
I'm over
by the
there.
table.
Okay, I'm going to run very quickly back in this direction, I think.
Have you got a ranged weapon?
I think I've got a trident and a spear somewhere.
You can throw your trident.
I think
throw my
spear's got a
trident?
longer range though. If you have got a spear,
I have got a spear.
check the ranges on them both.
It says, I don't understand this,
So
range
you're
20
gonna
foot
throw
/
something
60
at
foot.
Yeah, that means
60
normal
feet.
distance and long range.
Okay, how far away am I then?
Still more than 60.
Still more than
Yeah.
60 feet.
At 100 feet.
Have you got any
Yeah.
Do you know how
range
to
spell?
crossbow?
I don't think I do.
I mean, you got that moonbeam,
I'll get him.
or was that
A
you?
moonbeam?
That's
I
you,
have
isn't
a
it?
moonbeam.
Bugger.
I don't think I've got
I'll
anything
get
that'd be of
it.
any use.
Right, and a druid can as well.
So you can just double move.
Okay, then
Yeah.
I'll double move.
Oh yeah, because he's going to be heading here anyway, isn't he? Because
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
the stairs out.
We can web it up. Or
So I'll just head over there and wait for him.
Okay, so top of the round.
Top of the morning. Was that the halfling?
Top of the morning to you.
What is the halfling doing, just out of interest? I know I can't see it in game, but
He's going to bug out.
yeah,
Where's he gone
I
then?
figured that.
He's going to come this way with
Alright.
everyone else. Stepping out from the shadows behind Navi
Oh no.
It's the missus.
Oh god, it's the witch thing.
is the familiar
Hag.
face
Isn't it?
of Granny.
Oh no.
Gran.
Where are we in initiative at this point?
So this is the end of the round. So
So,
this
what,
is
top of the
this
round?
is number 1.
What about me?
Did I not write you down?
I don't know. Can't tell from
What did you
I've
roll?
had one
Four.
go. Has everyone else had
No,
more
I
than
didn't
one
write it
go?
down.
I have.
One
I've
go.
had
Because
I have,
You've had two.
I have, but only because I've been going for longer than you guys. So.
I'm at the top of the round, so it feels weird that you've had
It's-
two.
Yeah,
no, I did it wrong because I've written AG down twice, agent, and
Do you get bonus actions? You two things in your mind, but
I know I'd cock it up. Right,
No,
sorry,
because
that should have been your
I
go.
initially cast
Yeah,
Shield of
yeah.
Faith on you,
Yeah.
and now I've just moved.
Yes, you can.
Ah.
It wasn't meant to
It
be
cost
your
you
go.
two plus moves.
Ah.
So you,
Is it kind of
you can
quick
climb
one?
up,
Yeah.
give one go.
I
Yeah.
was like,
Yeah.
Well, I'm pretty sure I'm at the top.
Still
Okay.
invisible.
I see.
right?
Yeah. I see that he's run away.
it's hard to keep track of that. I'm just like, what?
Noella's in there. She normally canes everything, so I don't think that this thing's going to last very long. So I climb up here.
Yep.
And then she appears.
And you think, oh, I've made an error there.
So,
Well, he's invisible.
okay, so now it's my go. So this horrible looking old woman appears from the back and steps towards you, claws extending from her fingernails, and takes 2 swipes in your direction.
Duck.
Uncanny dodge.
So armor class 12
No.
and armor class 16.
No.
So
Don't even bother.
she completely misjudges your height as
Where
she
do you come from?
swings
Except you can't hear any of that
completely
sort of
missing
silence.
over the top of your head. And top of the round is Lobo.
I'm
Held.
held.
Yes.
You don't get a repeating, I don't think, do you?
No.
Save the throw, no. Does it just wear off after a while?
No. It's when concentration is lost.
Yeah. Knock the goblin on the head.
In that case,
Still got our stakes.
Hold your action.
just in case, I'll hold an action of moving.
You will
I
hold
think
an
that'd be a
action.
thing
Yeah.
So it may well be most-
No, I mean just in case I get out of it before the end of the round.
Yeah.
Because otherwise we would have got, to, let's just say I get broken out of it, and then I would have gone, oh bastard, I should have held an action of move.
Right, so Damian's turn. He casts another spell. This time the image of a dragon appears in front of him. A black dragon, mighty, glowing eyes. As it dissipates into the room, he reaches across and touches the hag form on the shoulder. He then moves away back towards the back of the room.
Opportunity attack.
Opportunity attack from both of you because he also moves past you, Pixie.
And you can do that without verbal. Because he's silenced.
Good point.
So he goes to cast the spell and it fails.
Then he runs out.
Then he runs past.
Then he runs past.
Okay.
So you go to see him form the movements and this magic touch image and it fizzles out.
I used it. Oh yeah. I'll give that to the DM then. Was that mine?
No, that's my one that I
yeah.
used.
I got a natural one.
Okay. So you fumble. You
I swear a lot, but you can't hear it.
you overreach, stumbling forwards. Can you make me a dexterity saving throw, please?
It's a 10.
Okay, you just managed to stop yourself
I'm good.
as you went to stumble over the edge of the pit, but you just managed to save yourself. Pete, you want to make your attack of opportunity, please?
Yeah, 2 seconds.
He's invisible, isn't he?
I am invisible.
So gets
Yeah.
advantage.
Yeah.
In which case I am going to
Stab him up big time.
sneak attack.
Yep.
Hopefully. And 18.
18 hits.
Oh, I've got my dice out.
A borrow some?
7, 12,
Nice.
17,
That wasn't bad.
20 points damage.
How would you like to do it?
Yay!
That's my
As he
kill.
comes past, I just
Kill
bring my sword
Steve.
down and remove his head.
He doesn't even see it.
So, invisible, as he runs past you, you extend your arm, your long sword, and he essentially decapitates himself as he runs past the blade, slicing through his neck as his
I didn't even
head
hit him and I killed him.
tumbles out of the shadows and falls into the pit with a loud thud.
Into pieces.
Crunchy.
I don't know how I did that. It was pretty good.
Ray of awesomeness.
Yeah, that must have been delayed death.
Okay, Navi, your go.
Oh, I'm gonna hit this nasty-looking lady in the face.
So what you
Not in
do
the face.
perceive out of your peripheral vision as you turn around is
Some ugly
one
knees.
of well, apart from the ugly woman that's in front of you, one of Lobo's companions suddenly appeared out of the shadows to your side, which has taken you a bit by surprise, which takes a lot because you're very
Because
alert.
I'm alert and I never get surprised. Hello? You. I'm gonna... Oh, you're not with him. Get closer so I can get some advantage.
You don't get advantage, but you do get sneak attack.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm saying get closer. I need my pack tactics. Oh. That is some... 25.
Yeah, it's a hit.
Nice.
17, 21.
Good damage.
So you stab forward with your rapier straight into her guts.
And then I would like to bonus action, disengage, can't touch me because I'm a swashbuckler.
Can't touch this.
Be like, stab, oh no, you're bad.
Oh no, you didn't.
Increasing her madness even more. But she actually seems intent on the agent who's appeared next to her and decapitated her master.
Oh dear. Got to admire her.
Noella.
Can I get closer to that little goblin thing and poison spray it?
Yep.
Yeah.
What's the range on your poison spray? You might not
10
have to get
feet.
that close. Oh, okay.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Okay, so you cast the
Dreaded.
the dreaded cantrip, bane of my life at the earlier levels of this campaign, and you release the spray forwards, and it passes harmlessly through, spattering across the floor, just falling short of Lobo's now paralysed form.
Oh, interesting.
Kingsman, you're up.
I will cast Guiding Bolt onto the orc.
Okay,
Go on.
roll to hit. For
Put
me,
him
please.
down.
17 plus 6. That gets him.
Hits.
Yep. And then 4d6. Uh, 14 plus damage.
How do you want to do it?
As he's running around the corner, the guiding bolt
Just takes him
And
in the
then-
back.
blows a hole through his chest, through the back, through his chest.
Yeah, for his back's quite
Okay, so as he reaches the top step, panting with the exertion of trying to get away as fast as he possibly can, obviously arisen from what should have been a killing blow. He looks round for the exit, and you reach forward, expelling your energy from your hand. The bolt of energy leaps across, missing deftly all the fleeing patrons from the bar. Hits him in the back as he thinks he's safe. Passes through him, blowing his chest wide open. He falls to the floor, dead, and the body tumbles down the stairs back into the arena. He is down.
Cool.
Yay.
And I'll move closer this way, I think.
Oh, look at me, all me diamonds.
Hello, excuse me, coming through. Excuse me, everything, whatever that is. There we go. Yep, thank you. Done.
Okay. The image of Smee disappears. Evaporates from the field of battle.
Where is he really, though?
That's his go over. Agatha, it's your turn.
Oh, I'm so hacked off right now. My little legs mean that everything that's going on, I'm just the wrong place for it. So I'm just going to start running up to the other end. The whole 5 squares that I can move.
Leaping over the tables.
That's pretty much all I can do, I think.
You're not paralysed now, though, because he's
No,
gone.
that wasn't him. That was an illusion.
Oh.
So he's still
He's
somewhere,
Still somewhere.
and he's still concentrating.
Come out, you
And
bugger.
I mean, from where I am, Steve,
Yeah.
when it's my go,
Yeah.
even though I'm paralysed, I can still move my eyes and stuff, or see the room that's in front of me
You
anyway.
can see the room that's in front of you.
Can I see any patrons that are not legging it?
From where you are.
Not from where I am. Right.
Okay, so at this point round, the patrons continue their exit from the room.
All of these ones, Steve?
Yeah, all of those ones.
All of them?
Yep. Including
Just move them.
Phoenix.
I'd say
I
move
think
them like
Phoenix has
full
got a
forwards
lower
or something.
move speed than the others.
We'll move him along a little bit.
He's got- He's got a lower move speed than the rest of them, yes. But he's got
A dash. Cunning
He's
action.
got a dash. Yeah.
What about those two in the corner?
They're running as well.
Yeah.
But we'll have them run the other way. And back.
They know a
Towards
secret.
Grandma.
Oh, I've made an error.
Maylor, you're up.
Okay. So I see Phoenix behind me.
Yeah.
I'm going to say, what do dwarves and halflings have in common? Very little. And I'm going to cast Touch Insidious
God.
Laughter
on
Phoenix.
I think we should bleep that out.
I'll tell you what, because of that, I'll take disadvantage on the saving throw. Which, 2 16s.
No, okay.
Bloody hell. Oh, cut that joke out the final
He
edit.
turns-
Yeah,
He's just saying, that was shite.
I know, right? Tell me about
And
it.
continues running. Are you wanting to move?
I just want to body block him, if possible. Like,
But you can attempt to grapple.
well, I've already used my action, but if I can just
Put your
try
foot
and
out.
grab it, try and put my foot out and trip him as
Okay.
he goes past or something, then I'll do that.
Okay. He'll lose 10 feet of his movement through the
Okay.
inconvenience.
Yeah.
Convenient truth.
Yeah, that's my turn. Thanks.
Okay, Captain Block Tusky is down. Damian is down. Agent, you're up.
Is she intelligent?
Yes.
I mean, I don't know. She came into a fight with us.
I'm just going to step up and stab her.
Big style.
Well, we'll see. Just normal attack.
You'll move yourself up.
I'm going to get there. 17.
Is a hit. That is her armor class.
6 damage.
It's still silent, isn't it?
What are you using?
Dual sword +1.
You haven't used the concentration on it.
I did on silence.
Yeah. It's still there.
Still in that area.
So, you stab her, she goes. Anything else?
I disengage. These are 10-foot squares, aren't they?
Yeah.
I've still got
So you've got 20 feet of movement.
disengage and move there, so she has to move towards me.
Okay. Right, it's her go. She takes that step towards you, intent on at least harming the creature that destroyed her master. She takes 2 claw attacks in your direction, hitting armor class 22 and 19.
Yep, they've got it.
Oh yeah, shit, it's got my diamond. Stop
Yeah,
it.
that's what we did.
You take 34 points of damage
I've forgotten about that completely.
to halve one of them.
He's got all of them.
Yeah.
The
Well, you've got to get past the
first one.
Oh, yes.
The one was 18, one
Oh,
was
the
16.
nine.
So if you half the 18 to
Yeah.
9,
Yeah.
it's
25.
25 points of damage. So she steps up to you, gets right in your face, and it's eerily silent as she snarls in your direction and extends her jaw, sweeping 2 claws in your direction.
Josh at the door.
Oh.
George.
Do you want to let him in?
In top of the
Should've done
round,
ready, but-
Lobo, you're still readying your action. You are still paralysed. Navi,
I was on my phone at the wrong time.
Okay. Navi, as he's them having their little kerfuffle, I'm gonna leap down here. Whee!
make me a acrobatics check, please.
21.
Okay, so you leap down, landing with a roll.
Gracefully.
Well done.
Take no damage.
So that's 10. And I can't really do anything in here, but I feel bad for number 2 not doing anything. And I would like to look around for that bastard Smee.
Make me a perception check, please.
Natural 20, I see everything! Where is he? I know he's here somewhere!
So, bolstered by your leap down and natural flair and grace, as you come back to your feet, you go into this zen-like calm, listening intently, even though there's sounds of battle
I can smell
and
you.
people fleeing for their lives all around. You catch the slightest intake of breath just next to Noella.
Yes.
Right, so...
He is invisible, though. Your perception was from sound-based, so you can't actually
Smell.
see,
He
but
stinks.
you know instinctively he is there.
Okay, so that was 5. So that was my 20. My 30. I'm going to use my bonus action to get a little bit closer.
And then throw a dagger.
And then I've got a short bow. No, I've got to throw. I'm going to pick up the dagger that should be there, and then I'm going to throw it. And I get advantage for pack tactics now because he's next to him. That's a 20 dirty.
Dirty
20.
So, these lot taught my 9-year-old son about dirty 20s. So, when we're at home, he sat there and he's telling, because he plays with us on Sonic and Thunder, and he's telling his mum all about how he plays and how he rolled several dirty 20s. And he said it exactly like
dirty 20.
So that's 7. Wait, no. So 12 is 17, 16 plus 5, so 20. Wait, math again. 22.
22. So you leap forward using your bonus speed, whip a dagger out, unerringly at this empty space next to Noella, and she sort of glances at you as you do this because she's ready in her turn. And
don't really know me.
it sort of curves
My
past,
instincts are
fortunately, and doesn't hit Noella, stabbing into mid-air almost, and you hear a high-pitched squeal as Smee is revealed next to you, Noella, and fortunately it's your turn.
My turn is.
If you can't see him, just look for that walking dagger.
He does have to make a concentration check, yes.
Yeah, so he was just casting an illusion.
Which he makes.
So he's, I smell it.
Can you turn these?
I think I'm just going to poison spray him.
Yeah, just right in the goal.
If it works,
Just hold his nose
Keep
and
using
poison
it.
spray it into his mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stamp on his foot, and when he opens his mouth to scream.
Yeah, just like pour it in. Oh, yeah, because it's not an illusion anymore, is it? So should be
Nah.
fine. Can I poison
It's
spray?
a real Smee.
It's a real Smee. I'll
real
poison
Smee.
spray him. I'll turn to him
Okay.
and just.
So my
You're involved in doing that.
saving throw
14.
for Constitution.
It's con, sorry, yeah.
Which he fails.
Yes, 2d12s.
nice one.
9.
24 damage.
9 and 8, which is 17.
Suddenly surprised by this goblin that appears next to you with a very, very high-pitched squeal as a dagger lands on his shoulder, you reach down and go, oh god, casting your poison spray spell right in his face.
Does he have to make another
Yes,
concentration check?
Yeah.
that you forget that.
He fails.
Yeah!
So you're free of your paralysis. And it is Kingsman next.
You're pretty angry at him, I'm guessing.
You have lost your rage.
Yeah, I know that. Because not because of the paralysis though, because nobody attacked me and I didn't take any damage and I didn't attack anybody.
From where I am, I will cast Spiritual Weapon. It's got a range of 60, so I think we just about get there. I put it next to the hag.
Yep. Take your attack.
No, 10.
Okay, you miss, so you cast. So is it a hammer?
It's the hammer, yeah.
Okay, so you make hammer appear behind her. It swings down, unfortunately missing.
Oh no! But wait, I have a sound effect.
Go on.
There you go.
Did Smee make his concentration for getting hit?
He did, and he failed.
Oh,
So
missed that bit.
Lobo is now unparalysed.
2!
I high five quickly.
Yeah!
It is Smee's go. So he looks up at you, Noella. You've just poisoned him.
As they all do.
Poison's not a calling card.
He
Just
looks
been
at
poisoned.
Lobo, now free from the previous whole person. He looks at Navi, who has murder in her eyes, and thinks, "Oh fuck this, I'm off." Casts
Misty Step.
a spell. A huge image of a cloaked deity appears in the arena at the base here, where he stands. He then bugs out at his movement speed, which is
Which way, Steve?
30, up the stairs to the right towards Agatha.
Oh.
Oh, that's actually 30, isn't it? 1, 2, 3. Doesn't quite make the stairs, Steve, unless
To the
he's double
bottom.
moving or something.
He moves to 30.
Yeah.
But he's going in Agatha's
Yep.
direction. So a large spectral image of this cloaked traveller appears holding a gleaming sword, ready to attack. Can you make me a dexterity saving throw, please, Noella?
Oh, 4.
Okay, so the image raises its sword above your head, striking down, and you take a burst of radiant energy. You take 20 damage from it.
Okay.
That's harsh.
15.
Okay, so that's me. Agatha, it's your turn.
Can I run towards Phoenix and grapple him? Because he's running away with all our money.
Yes.
Yes, you can.
1! Wah!
Would you need me to roll to grapple him?
It's a strength.
Which is
Oh no.
Oh, she's had too much ale.
Plus your be an athletics roll.
I've just rolled a natural 20.
Yes!
Yay!
Take that halfling down!
I didn't roll a natural 20. So you charge over, you drop your shield and you drop your weapon, and you grab him by his scrawny neck.
That is a hell of a jump.
And basically get him in a headlock and you're walking around with him like
Awesome.
a 9-year-old bully in a playground.
This is fulfilling your Paladin oath, right?
Yes, it's making me very happy.
Next round you give him a Chinese burn.
Can I flick him on the nose when I'm not there?
Give him a wedgie.
So everyone else,
the
patron-wise,
playground.
makes a run for it for the rest of the round. And Melo, you're up.
Okay, so I'm just gonna I'm gonna use my wand of web to cast web.
Hold on, this is controversial.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that in the rules?
Yeah, I might be cheating here. So it's a 20-foot cube.
Yeah,
I
so you
think-
can cast it at the base of the stairs. where
Yeah,
it's-
so just cast it on the base of the stairs and get this bit in as well.
Well,
there's
because it's a
10
20
each.
high
okay.
wall, you won't be able to
Yeah,
get
okay. I'll just cast it here then at
This is a web.
yeah. So at this boy.
Boy.
on him or
Or
sort
like
of
down here.
preventing his area of escape.
On the edge of him.
Okay,
So
so he gets a saving throw.
he
this
gets
round.
dex saving throw, yeah. 14.
14.
Yeah.
Yeah, I pass.
Okay. It's difficult terrain though.
Yeah, except he's got something
Sticky,
that
sticky.
nullifies it.
Sticky, sticky.
But you don't. No.
Oh, I don't know that. Okay.
Okay,
And
next
then-
up, Agent.
Well, I'm just going to move past the grappled.
Go on, Agent.
Well, no, I'll move back towards these guys, I think. There you go.
You are aware of the battle that's going on behind you.
Yeah. So there we go.
Okay, Agent, you're up.
I disengage and bravely run away.
Okay.
That's very brave.
Very brave.
Stab it on the way past. Or
Did someone web the goblin?
I
No,
tried.
the illusion.
Oh,
He avoided it nimbly.
Oh no, I want something else. But didn't work.
So she's going to move away. How big was the area of silence though?
20 foot. It was kind of in the middle.
Okay, so she's going to move back towards Pete.
Yeah.
How far?
Full move is 30.
And does the spiritual hammer get a
Attack
attack
opportunity.
opportunity?
Sorry?
Spiritual hammer, would that get a twhack of opportunity? No.
The hammer
And
doesn't.
she casts a spell at you, Pete. Ray of Enfeeblement.
Do I guess 8?
I think so. Can you... It doesn't let you link it to the bloody spell.
Do you want us to pick it up?
No, that's all I'll get up here.
Chris is really quick at looking things up in the book.
What's that?
Brave enfeeblement.
Oh, it's a
Go.
concept.
Con save.
Or he just remembers it. It's really good.
I never know spells. I don't ever play a spellcaster.
Me either.
I like to hit things really hard. And
Yep.
Yes, con save.
So DC con save then, Pete, please.
I use my inspiration.
Oh, that was nice.
15. 15 just passes.
It was looking like a 6 or
Yeah.
something, and then it
Is
just
there
went
any
worse.
effect if it's pass save?
A black beam of innovating energy springs through your finger towards it. It's ranged spell attack. On hit, the target deals only half damage with weapon attacks that use strength, but it doesn't. That's the only thing it does.
Oh, so it's not... okay, so I have to
Doesn't do
roll the hit
damage.
as well first.
Yes.
Okay.
So he did his con save, so
Yeah, so it's no
doesn't-
effect.
doesn't
Yeah.
do anything. Even
Right.
if you
No, you don't have to roll to hit. It's a con
Just con
save.
save.
Yeah. You do have to roll to hit, and then there's a con save.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did hit because I rolled armor class 18. So.
Oh yeah.
Oh wait, did you hit?
Hmm.
At the end of each of your turns, you make a con save
To see if it
to
affects.
see if it affects.
For how long?
It's concentration.
This is why I never play his spell.
So you make the
If it
start.
hits, if it hits. So in that
It
case,
did
I
hit.
give you the disadvantage dice and you roll it.
Instead.
To see if I.
Should we rewind?
Yeah.
Dave, hit the rewind on that video.
It misses.
There we go.
All sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
Right, you can make your move action.
Yes. I will double move to get to the goblin.
No, you move.
Oh, okay. 1,
Okay,
2,
you hold an action so
4.
you can move.
That's okay.
And it's your turn.
Oh, in that case, I'll move to get in range of the goblin. 1, 2. In fact, I only need to move 3. And I'll attack him.
Yep.
Sorry, I'll go into a rage first.
Right, you need to make me
Rage on.
a dexterity saving throw first, please. Because you moved through the area that was being managed by the Guardian.
Alright, okay. I get
enemy.
14.
It like I think this time breaks a bit.
I get advantage on dexterity.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool, okay. And then I'll bonus
Is it
action.
advantage on dexterity saving throws for everything or only stuff that's targeted at you?
No, it's everything that I can see.
Okay.
And as long as I'm not incapacitated. So, for example, I wouldn't have got it if I was still paralysed and someone did something to me that was So yeah, bonus action rage, reckless attack him. Does a 17 plus 8 hit him?
17 plus 8 hits, yes, roll your damage.
I'd forgotten about that.
Why is it not
I
worth
can
attacking?
talk to it.
Can
Perhaps
twice.
think of animals.
Depends.
I've got a telepathic bond with it.
I was wondering if you could do that.
That is a 13 damage
Roll your second attack.
and a natural 20.
Okay, roll damage.
Through your eyes.
So that's 5 plus 10, which is 15. Shall I bother keep going?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah. Plus 4 plus 7.
31 points of damage.
Yes.
How do you want to do this?
I
I keep doing all the big damage and someone steals them all. It's
I,
okay, 'cause you're my friend.
I make sure that he sees his guts coming out or
Oh.
something like that.
Eviscerate.
No, do you know what? I'm going back to my original thing like I always do. His head comes off on the chain, on the hook.
Okay, so
Yeah.
with your first hit, you wrap the chain around his neck with the point sticking in his throat. Then you yank it so hard with a second pull back, he spins round like a top, and his head shoots up into the air before.
Can I catch it?
Bound down. Yes, you can.
and I make sure it can see his body because you know how the head stays alive, doesn't it, for like 30 seconds.
I hold it up over its head. I caught his face.
Oh,
He's
I'm
down.
drunk.
Oh yeah, watch out, there's a web in front of you as well.
That's
So,
Use the other stairs.
yeah. It's webbed
Okay,
up.
Oh,
Navi,
on the
your
stairs?
go.
Yeah, it's webbed up.
Your go. The only enemy you can see in the room now is the hag, which seems intent on chasing the agent.
See if you can lure her around to us.
Is it mine? Oh, it's my go, sorry.
Who said that?
Move a little bit closer. Stand on a table. I'd like to use my short bow training. Does the hammer class as an ally?
No.
Damn.
I like your thinking though.
21.
21 hits. Roll your damage. So you leap up onto the
As
table, righting it as you land. You pull your bow, taking her in the shoulder.
do I don't get any sneak attacks or anything.
No.
So it's just a 7.
Okay. Noella,
Can I cure wounds myself?
you can.
Excellent. Could I do cure wounds then?
Okay.
No, I'm doing level 3.
So you cast heal on yourself.
Yep. If it's 3d8 plus 3, is that 3d8 plus 9 at the end, or is it just 3?
I'm just 3.
Oh dear.
It's 1d8 plus 1.
Okay.
You
Oh,
wanting
okay,
to
sure.
move or anything like that?
I might try and move like upstairs so I can get out of the pit.
Okay.
So 7. Ooh, 6 and 1. 7, 6 and 1. So that's
14. Plus 3, 17.
Excellent.
Okay. Kingman.
I will cast Guiding Bolt on the hag.
Okay.
And no, 11.
Misses.
Missed that.
So your guiding bolt shoots past, hitting the wall behind.
Yeah.
You can move your spiritual weapon and take a hit with that.
Yep. So he's it's next to her at the moment. No, natural 1.
Oh no.
It
You've got a
puffs
sound effect for
out
that.
of existence.
I don't know. I do have that one. But
Don't fancy.
Do you have any spells? You don't have any spells, do you?
and
I
yeah,
do.
it's gone.
No, no,
No, so your spiritual weapon disappears.
Well, it disappears on a 1.
Yeah.
That's not very nice.
That's how we roll, Chris.
I know. That's disappointing.
Hence a strong word.
That's sad D&D.
It just makes us frowny faces.
Mr. Mist.
Smee is down. Agatha, it's your turn. Are you going to continue marching around with Phoenix?
Yeah. Wow.
Take
I
his
can only.
stuff.
Yeah.
just like
Can I
Get my
just
diamond
relieve
back.
him of his bag that's got everyone's stuff in it?
You can relieve him of his pouch.
How do I do that?
contains his take.
That would be cool. I should do that.
It'll be an opposed strength check.
What now?
So if you've got athletics, it should be one of your skills.
Yes, I have.
So roll
Plus
d20.
six.
Shows me my diamond plus 2,000 gold.
So it's 16 plus 6, 22.
That's your
Okay,
diamond, right?
so you do give him a Chinese
Yeah, I've
bow.
got one diamond.
And he releases his
2,000
his death grip on his
gold.
pouch, and you rip it out of his hands, and you basically let go of him, kick him up the butt, and he stumbles forwards 10 feet
Awesome.
away from you.
Is that 10 feet as in falls into the pit?
No.
Which direction is he going, Steve? That
Are
way?
you going to
Or
move?
that way?
He's still going to come.
Yeah,
this
I'm
way.
going to carry on in that direction to get towards the hag.
Okay. Maylor, you're up. So by now, all of the patrons, I think, will have reached
Yeah.
exits. If I want to take
I'm
them.
pretty sure they're at least at the bottom of the
So
stairs.
I'm
if
going
not.
to tell my weasel
Yeah.
by my telepathic bond that's on, sorry, your name?
Navi.
Navi's shoulder to help with the hag,
Right.
and it's going to enthusiastically, hopefully, run up the wall.
What's
Well,
a
I can
weasel's
use my action
speed?
to throw.
40 feet. Well, I'm using. It doesn't have a weasel in the book.
We'll say okay. It's
There's,
fine.
What's it
I've
got?
got a cap here.
Yeah, that'll do.
40 feet.
Right. So it needs to get to the wall, and then the wall is 20 feet high, and you climb
gets
at
up to
half
like
speed.
Okay.
Okay.
So can it dash up to the top?
Does it have the? Yeah, well, I suppose it would.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, just next to it then.
Yep.
Let's have a cap. Yeah. And then with my action, I'd like to cast a level 3 flaming sphere
Okay.
on and sculpt it so it doesn't include these two.
How wide is it?
Well, no, it's only like 5 feet wide,
Okay.
but like they have to make dex saving throws, so I think I can like.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah.
She's on a 10-foot square though, so
Yeah.
can't
That's
you
fine.
just centre it on
Yeah,
her?
yeah, but if he comes closer,
I don't think he's going to.
I think I'm going to come closer.
well, you want to stab her.
No, he wants to run away at the moment.
Depends
Oh, just
how
in
bad
case,
she
just in
is.
case.
Just in
I
case.
can use that. I don't know however many creatures. So yeah, flaming sphere there. So it's a dex save.
Okay. It's a pass.
Okay. So 3 damage, 3 fire damage. That's already halved. And that's my go. Also, the web disappears because of concentration.
Okay. Agent.
I'm gonna move.
How rough is she looking?
Not very, well, she looks really rough. She's an old broken hag.
I'm going to move on 3 with 30 feet.
Okay.
I'm going to hide.
Okay.
That's a 20 in total. 22 in total. So I mean, I think it says using the rules for hiding. I can't find the rules for hiding.
That's fine.
And
We'll say it's dark enough where you
Put a
put it on
table.
the side.
Put a table there.
I assume that she's not seeing me because I've hidden so well.
Yeah.
Sit him behind a
Confidence in my own
table.
abilities.
You go behind the table.
I move the table.
There's a moving table!
Yeah.
It's just rolling on its own.
I hide in the shadows, and then
Off the table.
then behind this table that's magically appeared, it's now giving me cover.
That's amazing.
Okay, so top of the round is her go. She looks round, angered at the fact that you've disappeared. Behind her is this ferrety weasel type thing, and she's currently engulfed by a ball of flame. She shakes her head, screeches all her rage into the air, and slowly starts to dissipate into this grey mist as she disappears.
She's turned into a fog.
She's off the field.
Are they all gone now?
They are all gone.
We did it! We're the best!
Ah!
I never got my battle blacks out once.
You just run it back. Hey, that's a good day. You don't have to swing it.
I'd like to look for that dagger I put. I was probably.
I'll pull it out of Gobshite's shoulder and put it in my pocket, ready to give back to.
So everybody can retrieve their weapons.
Dignity.
Dignity. Meet in the centre of the arena for what you want to do next.
I think I can buy everyone a drink.
Can I have my diamond back plus my winnings?
We make a big pile of dead bodies.
Yeah, and we check them all.
How much is in the
Phoenix
bag?
is bugged out.
Yeah.
But you've got his.
Yeah,
Bag.
I've got loads.
You've got his set.
Could have all the money the patrons pay as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so in the sack there are the 3 diamonds.
Nice, take that hat.
Two of yours and one of Navi's.
That's cool.
There are also 1,500 gold pieces that he collected from bets from the others.
So he still
You
owes
won the
me
bet.
500. So I
And
definitely won the bet.
Dave 4,000.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm going to go after that Felix.
He's nowhere to be seen at the moment. So, what do you
Okay, I
want
know
to
where he
do
works.
at the moment?
Check the. I want to check Blood Tusk. Check his body over for stuff,
For stuff.
and any
I'll check
clues
Steve's
as to
headless
why
body.
he would have.
Can I do it? Can I
Check
do
the
it? Detect magic while we're sitting
I
here.
think there's one
You
place.
can.
Oh, I give Navi back a dagger as well.
Yeah. Got me daggers.
Okay, so Smee has no magical items.
What does he have?
He has a
Dirty
crossbow,
look on his
hand
face.
crossbow and a light crossbow. You both know that he was very skilled with the crossbow. Obviously, didn't get a chance to use it. He tried to magic it out and it failed him. But no magical items, and Blood Tusk
Kick
has
him in the balls.
a magical short sword.
I was wanting to do that.
Damien did have a wand,
But it blew up.
but it blew up.
It did what we like to call a Josh.
Yeah. Here. So
His body glows faintly magical, but other than that, there are no magical items.
I pick up the short sword, Dave.
Okay.
Anyone else wants it?
No. It's Blood Tusk just got a non-wax thing.
it
I'm on a
doesn't.
crossbow,
Do I know
it's
what
not a
school
crossbow.
it is? Is it normal? It's not like necromancy or something.
By magic, I mean curse.
Yeah, I don't want it to be cursed.
It's not. It's not cursed. No, it
Okay.
is magical. It does seem more than just your average run-of-the-mill magical
Okay,
weapon.
so
It has
I
some
can
effect.
figure out what it does over the long rest.
Over the course of a short rest.
Short rest, okay.
I can identify it if you want.
I think let's do it now.
Okay.
Okay.
Has Blood Tusk got the keys to the boat on him?
Blood Tusk doesn't have the keys to the bag.
I'm just trying to think. You know.
I don't
I
know
thought
what
you
you'd have
could
for
be
an
a captain
exit.
of
Yeah,
a ship.
Yeah.
you know.
Can I take what's his face's captain's hat and put it on my head?
You
I
can
don't know
take
if you
Captain
can.
Blood Tusk's. He has a seal, a captain's seal.
I take it.
Now you're captain.
I've got my own ship. I am the best.
You're
Going
now
off to the salt marshes.
Captain Navi of the Iron Lady.
Makes
So
more sense now.
you hold the seal of Orcbone.
The seal of Orkbone. You may use my ship whenever you wish.
If we're
Friends
in port.
of none.
We were looking for a lady. Were we not? Or Damian was keeping
With the
captain.
Merrix.
Yes.
So once we've done this, we head off upstairs. Or I head off upstairs. I'm not hanging around.
Hmm.
We may need to ask his corpse.
Oh yeah, we're going to ask this corpse.
Yeah.
I didn't quite know where you was heading off upstairs to.
Oh.
Just go upstairs.
Just chilling.
Just action.
Just out of
If only we had purchased the
If only
scroll
you
of
bought-
talks to dead or whatever it
Yes.
was. Yes. Oh, well, hold on.
Oh, hold on.
If only I was the person who
Don't worry. As long as we keep,
Yeah.
forgot it.
as long as we
Then
keep,
forgot it. Yeah.
we don't have to use it. I mean, we could save it and then have him prepare it next day, and we put his corpse in the bag of holding.
Yeah, we don't know. We don't know where Merrix. He's known for doing unsavoury things to people.
Right.
Didn't he have a private room in this
He's got a
place?
private room.
Yeah, and he's got
Yeah,
loads
yeah,
of
the
corpses in
private
there.
room.
We could like talk to
Yeah,
him.
he did have a private room.
Is that still there?
Yeah.
Can we go look in there?
You can. I don't have a map for it, so we'll have to
No,
put it
but
in,
that's
in,
okay.
in the theatre of the mind.
Yep. Well, you could put the previous map back on, and we could just say that the back room is that room or something.
Shall we ask
So
his calls?
his room is off here.
Oh.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay.
Do we want to look in his room first, or is
Before we start
cleared
asking
out?
questions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll help the spell a bit if it's in his room.
Get rid of dead people. Yeah, and we'll go look in his secret room. He thinks.
I don't see anything to detect magic on Damian, do I?
His body glows faintly magical,
Oh.
but he hasn't got any magical items.
Of what school?
Make me an Arcana check.
Of what school?
Whatever school mage armour is, but you need to make me an Arcana check first.
Okay.
I wouldn't bother. It's probably mage armour.
Sorry. Yeah, Arcana. That's a 14.
Yeah. You've got mage armour, haven't you?
Yeah, so it's the abjuration.
So it's you think it's the remnants of mage armour you cast earlier.
Okay. Sure. So yeah, this is Damian probably. So
Well, we recognise him anyway. Don't
Yeah,
we?
you
Yeah,
did. You all
but
recognise him.
We also,
I'll check out his
we also
head.
remember that
remember, he
Lobo
might be an illusion,
was
like
disguised
stuff
as-
that's disguised.
Yeah, but now he's dead. Any illusions would wear off, wouldn't they? So if it wasn't him,
If it was a mask,
yeah.
that you
When you
have to cut the head
decapitated
off. I mean, not that you've
Oh, yeah.
tested this.
You're going
but-
to take
but
his,
yes.
you should take his actual skin off and put it in your
yeah,
face.
start wearing it like the Joker.
There's no mask.
Well, I checked underneath his head just to make sure.
Oh,
Oh.
You wiggle the jaw around. It's fine. It's his face. It is Damian.
right. So
Okay,
we
so you make your way off to his room, and again, you open the door, and as previously, you're met with this image of a carnal house. So there's the table, medical tables with half dissected bodies upon them. There's the jars with the limbs and the heads, as previously. There's broken bits of war forged stuck to the walls.
I looked
the same
anxiously to
as
see if I
before.
recognise any bits of Merrix.
There are no pieces in any of the jars or on the table you can find that appear
What
to
the
resemble.
hell is this place?
it's gross.
It's real gross.
Grim.
Even
Do
for
I
you.
know through my work for Merrix
Oh,
about
I'm
any
a
other
mighty
places that you
pirate.
might like to?
The Merrix would be likely to
Yeah,
to
You don't want to bite
inhabit.
any of this.
No, thank you.
So I,
You remember from what Taria told you is that she handed Merrix off to Damian.
yeah,
So-
so he stashed him somewhere. So I think we asked Damian, you can cast a spell that prevents people from lying, if I remember rightly.
Yes, I can. There is one.
And you can cast a spell for
That's it.
Zone of truth.
I think you could wait till you can learn it yourself, but then Merrix might be dead by then.
Yeah, no, we've got the scroll.
Yeah.
Okay,
I agree.
so you're going to use. Well, you retrieve the head because a headless corpse isn't going to be doing much talking.
Sellotape it back onto his body.
You don't need
Just
to
hold
do
it
that.
there.
No, I don't.
Can we use Wonder Web?
And you go to cast the spell on the scroll, and you read aloud. Anthony sent this, Maurice. He says you have a message. Oh, that's the other side. So you cast a spell, and the corpse slowly begins to animate. Its eyes flicker open. You see some blue flame in the background of the irises. Lungs try to work. The mouth tries to breathe. The voice box begins to vibrate in a raspy voice. So, you managed to defeat me. I'm bound to you for 5 questions. What do you wish to ask? Are you casting Zone of Truth?
Yes, I'm casting Zone
Okay,
of
so I
Truth.
get a
We
saving
should have
throw.
maybe thought of this
Okay.
before we
Yeah, I was
cast the
thinking
spell.
So I have to.
No, I roll it. Unless
Oh, okay.
you want to give me the dice, your inspiration dice.
We're all
I think
into
that's a very
we're all
good idea.
into this zone as well. As well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So has anyone
Yeah,
got
but
any
you don't.
pressing
You don't
questions?
have.
So what is your spell
What happened to
DC?
your owl?
How do I see that?
For Merrix.
Your spells is there.
14.
Okay, what do you want to ask?
It has to be Kingsman who asks the question.
Yep.
square.
That doesn't mean you can't
We
discuss
probably
it
shouldn't-
and
Yeah.
agree your
We
questions.
probably shouldn't ask the is that 30 seconds thing true?
So we want to locate Merrix.
Where's Merrix?
So where's Merrix?
Then we see what his answer
Yeah.
is and we can
Do we still need to try and stop the actual hijack of the
That's what I was thinking.
Sky
to know more
ship?
about
No,
that.
we only stopped the initial.
The ship
bugs coming
who's
out.
like
But that wasn't that used.
organised it.
Yeah,
We know,
but
don't we?
it doesn't mean. Well, I didn't think it meant that they wouldn't still attack it, if you know what I mean. Well, I don't know.
Is it still in danger, basically?
Yeah, I don't know.
Potentially. Is there another attack
This
imminent?
guy's
He didn't know about it though, did he? I don't think.
I'm
No.
confused.
So
So
where is
ignore
Merrix?
Merrix is with the blood cult, the cult of the Dragon Mellow.
And the next question is, where the hell is that? Probably.
Where is that?
we know. Is that the halfling?
Can you describe that more clearly?
or is it the guy upstairs?
Is it the guy upstairs? No. That's the halfling. Yeah, that's not the same thing. No. You know that, yeah. Right. Phrase your question accurately.
How do we get to the thing or something like that? Can we have precise directions? Can you
give
draw us a map?
directions?
Yeah.
Postcode.
You know how
Yeah.
this spell works.
Yeah.
Okay, that it doesn't. They have to answer the question, but it doesn't mean they have to tell you.
All the
Everything.
details, yeah.
Yeah.
Your answers are often cryptic, it says.
So
Give us all.
But
Is
maybe
it,
be
is it
evasive
more like
some of
what
their
is the
main
location of
boundaries of the truth.
what? Yeah, not where is the location. What
Do
is
we
the
roughly know
location?
where they are? Because we could be like, is it there or is it?
Give us a
I wonder if
landmark.
someone else knows. Would it be worth asking?
Can we?
So make a religion check, please, and you make a religion check as well.
17.
Ooh, natural 20.
Well done.
Okay, so the cult of the dragon below are related to the undead and sort of the underdark. The underdark within the area of Sharn is mainly over towards the city of the dead. So the city of the dead is here. Right, so this is your normal hangout over here in Tavik's Landing. You're currently over here in the lower quarter of Jura. The city of the dead is here. So those people that sort of live in Sharn, the agent and Maylor, know that is where all the tombs are. So all the dead are interned into the city of the dead. And there are districts within the city of the dead, and people live there. You know, the gravekeepers, the heraldic people who look after the ledgers and stuff like that. So there are family crypts there. There are public crypts.
Would I know it well? Because I'm Circle of the Land Underdark Druid. So am I from that area?
Yeah, you're aware of. Yes, I should have asked you to roll as well.
Yeah.
So the cult of Dragon Below is all around with like that sort of undeath and creatures that inhabit the Underdark.
Well, I'm glad we got that arrow then.
Do we have to ask all the questions at once, or can we take the head with us and our
No.
questions?
Yeah.
Pop
I
to
think-
a hold
I-
it.
I think the spell
Right,
only
so
lasted
you've
duration.
had one question, so you're
Okay.
on your second question. So think about what you want to ask.
Okay, I thought that was 2 questions, but okay.
No, because that was I rolled the religion checks. You
Yeah.
asked. Yeah, you didn't ask.
Like what?
So what else do we want to? What else do we want to ask?
Was he creating anything with this, or was this just this fantasy?
Yeah, well, to be honest, it's Merrix alive.
Yeah.
Is Merrix alive?
I gave Merrix to the cult because even I would get in trouble for dealing with Merrix. He was too much for me. I hand off difficult bodies to the cult to dispose of.
Is he dead?
So he was alive when he was handed over. If he kills Merrix, then the other houses will be pissed off with him. Because he doesn't overlook him disemboweling, decapitating, pulling apart the minor people, but the head of a house.
Yeah, it's too disrespectful.
Well, does he do this for fun?
I
Or
think- Yeah.
Yeah, he just likes it.
It's our only mission to find Merrix.
Okay.
It's my own mission.
It's your only mission. Oh, okay. Right.
So who was he given over to? He said he gave him to the...
Cult of the
So you know that he's over here.
He must be in the city. Can we ask him, is he in the city of the dead? Is that
which district the City of the Dead is
Yeah.
in?
Yeah, we can narrow it down.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
he's definitely gone there, isn't he?
Because if he's not in any district of the City of the Dead,
Just-
then the answer is none.
Yeah.
But if he is, then you've narrowed it down already to district. So, yeah. Which district of the City of the Dead is Merrix in?
He is within the city of Necropolis, at an abandoned church of Kal Quran.
Okay. That's good. That's 3 questions.
He's being a bit
Might
generous
do.
with the answers
We
now.
might get the first, second question in.
Do we want to know his
can we know the location of his
plans
spell
or
book?
how to stop him?
Yeah.
Do we need to know anything
Ask
like
him where he
who
hides all
he
his magic
did it
items.
for?
Right, there's always no.
Do we need to know
Usually
that?
there's always greater power.
Do we need to know if he did it for someone else? Or like he
did
got
it for,
Merrix?
did it for Merrix's sister.
Oh right, okay. We already knew that.
And he's a wizard, right? Who? Merrick.
What, Harry?
No, he said
Damien.
Oh,
Damian.
Damian, sorry.
Yeah.
He said it's just a.
Is he a
Chop her
lackey?
up.
Yeah, but is he
He's
a
a
wizard?
noble.
He's a noble.
Yeah,
Is
I
he a
don't
spell?
think
Have you
so.
seen him cast
I
spells?
haven't. These guys are the ones who tried to do before.
Have I seen him cast spells?
Technically, no.
He's
Because
just
he
been
used the wands.
Oh, he did. But didn't he do? He tried to do the trebuchet one? No, he did the trebuchet
He did the
one.
trebuchet
And
one.
he didn't do the dragon one, so we have seen him cast spells.
Yeah.
Wait, you would have.
Yeah.
Yeah. The way he cast it, was it like
Wizardy.
wizardly as such?
Or sorcery.
They're not, not all casters are the same. Like, warlocks would cast it different than sorcerers, and bards would definitely cast it different than...
Make me an arcana check.
Yeah. 22.
Yes, you think he's probably a wizard rather than a sorcerer.
Where's his spell book?
Where's his spellbook?
Might be on his body.
No, he
Yeah.
didn't.
Or it
have
might be in
magics.
this room.
Can I
Search the
his
room.
body for the spellbook?
You can't. You don't
might
find
need
it.
to know how to get
We're in
into
May's
the-
room. We
We
should
can
look.
get someone disguised as Damian.
Yeah,
but
I
there
like that
might be a
idea.
passphrase or something we need to get in.
Ask him where his spell book is.
Can we search the room first, like you said?
Yeah.
I searched the room
Yeah. Me too.
You
while
do-
they're talking. I
you
don't
do
care
find
about
a book.
talkers.
Sorry?
You do find a book.
Okay.
It's not a spell book.
No.
It is a book on medicine and medical practices. It appears to have been doing this experimentation in order to
Horrible
learn
pictures
more
in this.
about bodies and how they work.
Ooh.
There is a section on
I'll give
The
it to the
use
healer.
of the red lily you found last week and how it intensifies certain alchemical properties.
That's how they make the wine really strong.
And in particular, there's a section on how he has used this red lily property to boost and target specifically the virus.
Ah.
And it talks about the source of the virus coming from the cult of the dragon below. And his notes go on to say he's been successful in targeting the specific virus at non-human populations.
Did you know about that?
No, I don't know anything. I've been on a ship for a long time.
We know, don't we? Because we had that conversation with the person who said it's like 99.9% hitting demi-human race.
Yes.
And which is why Swido was left at the
Mm.
Madani compound to assist with their tests to see if it affected Warforged as well.
Mm. So this guy genetically engineered the virus to only hit demi-humans.
Correct.
Yeah, because they only want humans to succeed.
So,
don't they?
are there any other questions that we need to ask that are...
Well, I think we need to
Oh,
know
is there a
if
key?
there's-
Would be
if there's
one.
anything to get into the.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. If it's plot related, as in plot related, otherwise we've got loot related questions afterwards.
Do we?
How do we get into the city of the
Yeah, is there any-
cult blood dragon?
One from
And
there.
then
so
also
probably.
these 3 cure.
Yeah, I was just going to say, isn't that one of the? Didn't someone ask us to try and find a cure? I know that was why we got hired to do the thing originally.
It's
but
the cure in the Underdark, maybe.
Yeah. But there was, and the guy who helped us a couple of weeks ago, I can't remember. Arctus's house, they're looking for a cure.
Yeah, House
Hmm.
Madonna.
So we should take this book and give that to them, at least, so they know why it's doing what it is and how it's doing what it is.
Put it in the holding.
Yeah, stick the book in the bag holding.
Okay, you've got 2 questions left.
What are the winning lottery numbers?
Should we
But
ask
we should
how?
know them. We've gone back in time.
Yeah, that's true. Damn it!
Should we ask how we get to this church?
How do you get into
How do
Yeah,
you get
we-
into
Pete mentioned about we might need a passphrase or code or something to
it?
get
Or
in.
just knock the door down.
Bash
Yeah,
it.
Well, that's plan B.
We do still have that mask, don't we?
I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Josh,
Yeah.
I've got
So
mimic
you
mask.
could store his face in it
Okay.
again, just in case.
yeah, we do that afterwards.
Hmm.
So we asked him, how does he get into it?
Mm. So how do we gain
How does
access? How does he gain access to this church?
I take a carriage to the city of Necropolis. It is just an abandoned church.
Okay, so it's quite easy.
We meet the cultists outside. I've never been in
How does he
the
contact the
church.
Yeah.
Are we sure that's the final question? How do we contact them?
Oh, well, we turn up and no one's there. And we don't know how to get in.
You need like a rendezvous.
Yeah.
How do
Yeah.
we arrange a meeting, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, how do
arrange
we
meet-
how do we get in
arrange
contact with
meetings?
them?
Well, I'm sure we can get that in other places, can we not? Is that not?
He's the, as far as we know, he's the only person who.
Unless we have a better question.
We could disguise ourselves as someone and ask around the city of the dead, or, but yes, if you
Or we
want
can
to ask
investigate and then what you mean, sort of just hang around to see if cultists come out.
No, not really. But I mean, like someone in the city of the dead must know about them. I don't know. But yeah, you go on. Ask the final question.
I can't think of anything better.
How do we contact them?
A lantern of green light
Green.
placed upon the 3rd grave.
Oh.
That's
Make
quite
sure you
easy.
get that properly down there.
Okay.
A
Third
lantern
grave.
of green light. Placed on the 3rd grave.
Third grade.
From
Yeah,
the
mid
left
row.
to the right? Or
Back
I'll ask
third
another
grade.
question.
The one on the right summons something, and the one on the left.
Yeah.
Unless there are
That's
three
all it's going to
rows.
say about that.
Yeah.
So the
It
eyes
could be numbered.
close, the air stops rattling through the voice box,
Do you
and
want to get his face
Damian
off of the
air whining
on the-
expires.
Yeah, I'll quickly
Copy his face.
copy his
Just
face
copy
before
his
he
face.
Okay.
expires
I
completely.
like pop his head out the window. No.
for the carriage?
If we're going to pretend to be Damian, he needs to. We don't want them to get wind that he's dead, I guess.
We're going to
Yeah.
need to get
Someone
rid of
needs
the
to put
body.
the mask on as well.
There's been plenty of witnesses that will get out that he's dead. May not reach the city of Necropolis, depending on if you go straight there, take a long rest or whatever. But it will get out. There's been, a bar full of people have run out, Phoenix.
But it's,
Unless-
they're just running out, they're going to be gossiping to each other. We go and get a carriage now. Damian says, "Quick to
Yeah,
the city of the
yeah.
Acropolis now, before word gets round."
Have we got a green lantern?
Have we got a green lantern? Is there a green lantern in this room?
There is a lantern in this room, yes.
Oh, let's get
Is it
that.
Is it green?
Yes, like one of the storm shut lanterns.
Yeah.
Is it stained
Take
glass or is it?
It has green glass.
Yeah, and I can
Take
produce
that with us.
flames, so I can
Yeah.
put them in
Pocket
flame.
that.
Fantastic.
Josh says, what about the leader? There's a leader that you met, or like that you were talked about at Gold Coffin.
Oh, her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
What did we do with her?
Who?
We killed her, didn't we?
What leader?
that she mentioned that was in charge.
Yeah. Off the plot.
Yeah.
Maybe this.
Line of questioning.
Okay, so you leave the inn, and Navi, I guess you're going to head off to your new
To my
ship.
new ship.
take over your old crew.
It was good seeing you again, Navi.
It was so great seeing you, number 2.
Hopefully we can meet up again in the future and do some plundering again, like the old days.
Yeah! My
Sail-
ship is your ship. Apart from I'm the captain, so it's not really yours.
Say hello to Dunny for us.
Yeah.
And I hope Cookie started cooking you some good stuff.
Oh,
If I was you, I'd chuck him off the edge of the
Yeah.
boat, get yourself a new one.
Yeah. I'll get a new Cookie. Maybe I'll start calling people by their actual names.
I think Cookie's name was Cookie.
Oh, that was convenient. Sweet. Well, it was lovely to meet you all. Thanks for the diamond. See you later.
And Navi
Captain.
disappears into the darkness.
Yeah. What diamond was that?
And you'll head off to your carriage, and we should call it an evening. So everyone gets to level up to 7th.
Yay!
And you can level up Navi to 7th as
Oh,
well.
sweet. Navi will be back. Maybe.
And that's it.
Yay!
Yay!
We did it!
Nobody died.
Nobody died. Well, all the bad guys died.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Do you get 4 from as well?
And one last time,
Oh,
for all your game sounds, because Epic Games need epic sounds, or music, or something like that. I can't remember. It's been a long session. Sirenscape.com. Thank you.
Yay, Sirenscape!
Yay!
And thank you to our special guest, Geek Girl Bookworm.
Woo!
The links have been fed into
They have.
chat all night. Alex has done a very good job on keeping up to date. Thank you.
Thank you, Alex.
Anything else before we wrap up?
So join us in 2 weeks' time for the next session. We'll be heading off to the City of the Dead with 1 arrow slain.
Oh, are we here in 2 weeks' time? Takes us into August.
It does take us into August.
Yeah.
Second of
Second
August.
of August.
We'll discuss and we'll see.
Alright, so have fun and see you.
Bye.